zero-sum game? Can't we do both?
I haven't seen it pulled yet, so.
Yeah, there were some pretty strong words from the World Health Organization today, both from the Director General, their chief scientists, their folks working in the COVID task force, really saying that countries that are thinking of giving booster shots, they're the wealthier countries. The chief scientist saying it's about 4 countries she's heard talking about boosters, and if you get up to 11 of the higher income countries that are talking about boosters, she estimates that would be 800 shots you'd be using for boosters. Before, a lot of countries in the world, lower income nations, actually have
Good afternoon, everyone.
healthcare workers. The Director General saying
Happy Monday.
Solidarity as the main word in the pandemic, and what he is seeing, and he seemed reluctant to say it, is instead greed. So in a lot of ways, it is a zero-sum game because when you have a limited number of doses, you're using
Yes, we are.
doses or boosters. That's not going to folks who haven't been vaccinated yet.
Right, no, I still
All right. I'm gonna wait for a few people to come in here. Kind of give a update of what's going on.
Maybe is reaching some of those places that haven't had their first couple of rounds yet. But again, this will play out after officials for the next
Got lots of different breaks on the website.
We
Coming
have
up,
those
ByteDance
graded
backs
card
away,
boxes.
TikTok pulls the plug, and what's cooking in the IPO world. It's all coming up in rapid fire. Before I go to break, though, check out shares of Cheesecake Factory and Brinker International. We're talking about 3% moves to the upside.
Got lots of new breaks on the website.
Upgraded both stocks to outperform. Why? They say the market is underestimating the comeback for full-service restaurants. For more on that call, you can head over to
I will be
CNBC.com/pro. The exchange is back in a moment.
pinning the website at the top of the chat.
Taco night is heartburn you can plan for. When surprise pizza means heartburn you didn't expect. New Zantac 360 Degrees contains the #1 doctor-recommended medicine approved to both prevent and relieve heartburn and works in as little as 15 minutes. New Zantac 360.
If you wake up thinking about the markets and want to make the right moves fast,
Yeah, Cody, we put up that luminance.
Insights on when to buy and sell, and proactive alerts on market events. That's Decision Tech.
Hopefully we could fill it.
This isn't just a walk up the stairs. You have an irregular heartbeat. It's dignity. The freedom to go where you want.
Like I said, I'm gonna be linking everything in the chat, so you guys just pretty much have
Digital currencies are reshaping
direct
the investment
availability
landscape,
to it.
and so are we. As the world's first and largest digital currency asset
But there's
manager,
lots on the
Grayscale
website.
is the investment partner of choice for individuals and institutions.
Football, baseball,
Go digital.
basketball.
Go Grayscale. What's on the horizon? The answers lie beyond the roads we know. We recognize that energy demand is growing and the world needs lower carbon solutions to keep up. As Chevron, we're working to find new ways forward, like through our venture capital group, backing technologies like electric vehicle charging, carbon capture.
Also got a football jersey break on the website.
We may not know just what lies ahead, but it's only human to search for it.
Alright, I think everything should be linked now. If you guys just want to join, it'll be right there. How's everyone doing today?
We do, Aaron. We're the replacement window division of Anderson, one of the largest window manufacturers in North America. So
How's everybody doing today? We got 2021 Luminance football. We got 13 left in that. Just posted Mosaic draft picks football. Got 6 left. It's a random divisions break in the Hidden Treasures jersey box. 9 left in Prism basketball still, and we got 9 left in Topps Finest. Just pretty much posted all of those over the weekend.
Tomorrow on America's Top States for Business, which state will triumph? Find out which state will take the honors. It's the ultimate scorecard of states' strengths and weaknesses. The Top State Review. Tomorrow on CNBC.
Alright. So then we got 12 left in Luminance now. If anybody wants to join. Sir, let's fill. Let's try to get this going. Got lots of break-in for the day.
We got a lot of IPOs, a lot of crypto, a lot of different things to talk about today, especially this China crackdown. Let's begin here. We're learning more about China's crackdown on its own tech companies, and
Lots of stuff we could break today.
They've been months in the making.
And if anybody wants personals,
Parent company ByteDance.
everything on the website can be ripped.
The Journal reporting that government officials asked the company to address data security risks, and China, of course, widened its clampdown on overseas listings this weekend by requiring some tech firms now to seek informal approval ahead of going public. Deirdre,
Let's get Luminance going.
Maybe knew that they were kind
I mean, we got the jersey box. We got Topps Finest Baseball. Let's get Prism going, Prism Basketball.
Right. I think you mean Didi, right? Didi had to push ahead where
I think you got, let's see
put their
here.
IPO on ice for the time being, which raises just a ton of questions
So
for
the
Didi investors.
jersey box is going to be random divisions, and every other football box and basketball box is going to be 2 teams per spot, and baseball is going to be 3. Let's get one of these filled as soon as possible so we can start breaking.
Because it's at another company which, yes, is in a better profit and cash situation, could perhaps wait on an IPO. That is ByteDance. That just makes Didi look really bad, but it raises questions, of course, for American investors. How do you trust these companies? Which is why we are seeing all the pressure on all the other names as well.
And Casey, where does
No.
this go for the big
Messed
Chinese
up.
tech giants? I understand that the Communist Party doesn't want anything that kind of undermines their surveillance, if you will, of the Chinese public, or lets this information get into hands overseas.
Let me know if anybody wants any personals, or if anybody wants to do
Massive tech companies from
wants to join one of our breaks. Got plenty of spots.
Absolutely. I mean, the situation in China is very chaotic right now. I think it's
Definitely fill one of these pretty soon. We only got 9 spots left in 2 of the breaks. Got 12 left in Luminance. And we only got 6 left in the TriStar Hidden Treasures football jersey box.
I think that there's an atmosphere of terror, frankly, among the tech giants over in China right now.
Or if somebody wants to do a personal, we can also break that for them.
That will let them continue to build their businesses. But at the moment, it looks like their global prospects are far more limited than they looked even 3 months ago.
And Michael Yoshikuni, I want to bring this back to American companies and what investors want, what the public wants. You know, you have an administration that's very interested in pushing forward.
I'm going to be putting up some sticky notes so you guys kind of know the situation with each box.
Things like TikTok, which, you know, you could have Instagram Reels for someone to step up, presumably into the void. You know, should we focus on kind of seizing that opportunity?
Yeah, let's fill one of these breaks.
You know, big tech companies.
Get started on them as soon as possible. Start off our Mondays right.
In the world right now is really to try to control the power that technology companies have. The Biden administration announced new rules just here in the last week or so. You know,
Let's start off our Mondays right.
every day. And I used to go to China.
I mean, it's pretty cool though because you get
just to see what's happening. So
with the jersey box. I mean, it's random divisions, so I think it's a pretty cool. Be a pretty cool box break.
sure the companies know who's in charge, starting to take that off, which kind of vanished in a sense ever since the issue with Alibaba. So I don't think we're going to be able to get away from this, to answer your question. We're going to see a crackdown on technology companies.
All right, got everything pretty much situated. If anybody has any questions, just let me know.
Here's my question, because I don't think they can have it both ways. You can either have profitable
The jersey
companies
box is tempting
incredibly fast
because it's pretty cool.
and, you know, giving strong returns to investors, or you can have the Chinese Communist Party maintain its power. But I don't think you can have both. So if they're choosing the latter right now, what would you say to all the people who might be?
If I had to make the
investing?
assumption,
We talked about
it's going to be
this
one of
last
these
week.
3 boxes.
We had,
Or even, you know what, Topps Finest too.
Whose name is escaping, Derek Scissors. When he said, you know, he would invest in China by doing so via maybe the aging population play, but that you have to be careful with a lot of these tech platforms and these areas of the market. Would you agree with that?
Well, first of all, I think you can have it both ways. I think what you're going to see is companies that are going to still be profitable, but they're going to be less profitable. I mean, Tencent. If you look at what
Yeah, I'm not sure.
how that's
I'm not sure.
Chinese system,
I think it'd be cool to break another box of Mosaic draft picks. I mean, we had the Trevor Lawrence auto last week,
growth is going to look
but
like unbridled growth is what
that was pretty cool.
expansion. So I think you certainly could try to play the Chinese aging market. Which
But all of the links are in the chat if you guys want to join our group breaks.
essentially what China's switched.
Try to fill up one of those soon.
The last time I was in Xiamen, which is a private equity space city in China. That's
Got the
what
random jersey box break.
relative
Mosaic
success
Draft Picks is back on the website.
towards internal consumption.
Got another box of Luminance.
If you take a taxi,
Topps Finest Baseball.
in Fuzhou, China, they don't want your money. They give you a code that they have in a plastic wrapper. That they
Let's try to fill Prism.
taxi, and then you scan your WeChat. So your WeChat barcode. So I think that you're going to continue to see profit. Just investors need to temper their expectations.
What's going on, Josh? How you doing?
Not gonna see unbridled growth anymore.
Well, this relates directly to our next topic, which is, I guess, Casey and Deirdre, my question.
How we
is
doing on this fine Monday morning?
So obviously TikTok is now banning a lot of financial services discussions.
Yeah, I get that, Cody.
crypto especially.
That's
Casey,
understandable.
Is this all related back to the issues the parent company is having, or do you think something else specifically is going on there?
Josh, are you talking about the jersey?
This is actually more of
The jersey box?
concern. TikTok was starting to face a lot of pressure in the United States based on some of the scams and the bad advice that was running rampant on the platform. There are a lot of young people, obviously, who are using TikTok, and a lot of creators were.
Because if you're talking about random jersey box, it's football.
Being investigated by the FTC.
Deirdre, what would you add?
I would add that I think this is right. We know that China's cracking down on financial services. Look at Ant Group.
Yeah, it's football.
$100 billion or more wiped off that valuation, and that IPO totally derailed. This is, I think, about the American user, right? Actually, I went down, Kelly, a FinTalk.
Looks like a pretty cool,
videos, and there was some really interesting stuff
pretty cool
on there, and
box.
I will say, some really good stuff. There was one user telling kids that they should ask for a custodial account over
Be
a
cool to
PS5
pull that one.
little compound.
I don't know if you can see that.
More money over time, and some really good videos that speak to that.
Yeah, it's kinda cool, though.
generation that
I mean, it's
aren't
random
really
divisions.
The problem, though, is that TikTok algorithm, which is
But it's
so
it's all
good,
football.
which eventually, most likely, is due to that snake oil salesman that Casey referred to.
The Mahomes jersey in the picture looks like a Washington football team jersey.
Speaking of cracking down on crypto, let's talk about Binance.
Oh, have you?
Because the largest crypto
I get it.
platform in the world has been facing a
Oh, we got Topps Finest Baseball. We got Prism Basketball still. I want to rip some Prism Basketball. I think that'd be pretty fun. Otherwise, we got Mosaic Draft Picks and Luminance. Got plenty of stuff that we could rip today. Or if somebody wants. All right, Cody, let's go. But yeah, if anybody wants, we could do personals too. If we want to start off the day with personals.
On the scene in a big way, Coinbase, I'm sorry. But does this create a massive market
potentially.
opportunity? Because there's no way some of these users are going to be.
So we got 5 spots left then
trading with
in the
futures
jerseys.
and highly leveraged and all the rest of it.
That's right. I mean, as I've been reading these stories, the main thought that I have is
Yeah, let's try to fill that one up today. I got a good feeling. I think we could fill a lot of these today.
The problem here is that Binance, I guess, technically isn't located anywhere, so users can't even figure out who they're supposed to sue. Yes, I do think that there's an opportunity here for.
I hope we fill the jersey one today. Otherwise, if not the jersey, let's hope that we fill, I don't know, Luminance maybe? Mosaic Draft Picks.
Yeah,
That'd be cool with baseball.
I personally would stay away
Not a big
from
baseball guy,
anything,
but I think it'd be pretty cool.
that looks anything like companies that are trading in crypto that don't have transparency, as was just mentioned, not having a headquarters does seem to be a bit problematic.
If anybody wants any personals or to join the group chat, not the group chat, the group breaks, link at the top.
Certainly not as a prudent investor, and certainly my firm as a fiduciary.
Link at the top. The pinned comment is going to be the website, so you can go ahead and check out our stuff on there. That includes like breaks, boxes, if anybody wants anything ripped live.
We'll finish by
Um,
summer grilling season, everybody.
All right, what's going on, Cody?
Grill manufacturers,
Kinda slumped you in.
Traeger and Weber are each cooking up IPOs
Um,
right now. Weber made it
and then
today. Their ticker will be WEBR.
if you want,
They are rapidly seeking
if anybody
out
needs like direct links to our group breaks, it's at the top of the chat. Otherwise, I could always resend it.
TGPX Holdings wants
No
to
big
trade
deal.
under the ticker Cook on the New York Stock Exchange and raise about
I definitely want to fill.
through the offering. Casey, I guess this
How
is
much
their
for a
moment,
personal jersey?
but they're all seizing it.
Yeah, I mean, what better time to IPO than at the height
Let me
of
make sure we
summer
actually still have boxes of personals.
window. How did they not get this
the personal boxes of hidden treasures.
I'm not much of a griller, so I don't have a ton to add on this topic, but I have been watching shares of Yeti, right? This whole outdoor play that people are going to grill more.
Oh, I think it's our last box.
I suppose that makes sense, but $6 billion. I don't know, someone's going to tell me if that's an overpriced or underpriced for a grill maker. But Michael Yoshikami, do they have a future?
What's going on, Damon? Yeah, Cody, I think this was our last box, and we're doing the group break for it.
I know someone in private equity that was
This at least that's what it looks like.
They basically said,
Let me check the
they
website.
said, are you kidding me? Someone who makes ice chests, is there any kind of valuation in this thing? And look what's happened. So I wouldn't put it past grilling companies to have an exciting summer as well.
Yeah, as I sip out of my
Give me a second, Cody.
Tumbler thing that is called. I tried to get a cooler once. It was like $280. I mean, I did not walk
Now
out.
you know why I'm stocking.
I do. It's brilliant. It's like Lily Pulitzer, right? If people are going to pay up for it, it's brilliant business. Guys, thank you all today. Really appreciate the depth of knowledge talking through a lot of these headlines. Georgia Bosa, Casey Newton, and Michael Yoshikami. Well, it's back after a one-year pandemic hiatus. CNBC is again rating America's top states for business. Scott Cohn is in this year's winning state, and he's about to bring us another clue. Scott?
The business is just flowing into this state, Kelly. Imagine that. We go to great lengths to measure the states, all 50 states, for competitiveness. We will tell you about how our methodology has changed this year, in this watershed year, and we'll also have another one
we
of
should
our
have
diabolical hints on the
on
exchange.
our website for it.
Yeah, I saw it was on there.
Yeah.
Cody, it's 175 for the
2 times faster than Claritin. So trees, you won't take me
basically the same box as this.
Take Allegra
Before your symptoms take over you.
live your greatness.
Yeah,
Be okay.
yeah.
Goes a long way.
Damon, that's
This is
awesome, dude.
financial security, and
Hopefully it
Lincoln
comes in
Financial
safely.
Solutions will help you get there as you plan, protect, and retire.
That's a big card. That's a big card for sure.
Digital transformation has failed to take off because it hasn't removed the end.
Tom Brady 101, yeah. I mean, being a Bills fan, it would hurt my soul to have a Tom Brady card in my collection, to be fair. But,
By taking on repetitive tasks for us,
oh, good stuff, Damon.
unleash your potential. You iPad.
Good stuff, Damon.
I'm Dad's greatest sandcastle.
That's awesome, dude.
Memory. But even I'm not as memorable as eating Turkey Hill chocolate peanut butter cup ice cream with real cocoa. Well,
Let's try to fill up one of these breaks so we can get started.
Pete Turkey, your memories.
I want to do some ripping.
I look for the well-held safety seal at my favorite place.
I want to pull you guys some fire mojo.
Scientific standards. So look for the well seal.
Look for the well health safety seal outside.
Or if somebody wants to do a personal,
Going inside.
we can get our day started with a personal.
There's more to investment than money, which is why we don't just invest in business. At the Public Investment Fund, we invest in something far more important.
Yeah,
We invest in
yeah, that's.
we invest in
I'd probably do the
human
same.
ambition, in human futures, in human success. Because we want a brighter future.
Yeah, but if anybody wants any personals, website's pinned at the top.
Funding new
Let's get started with a break. Start our day off good.
As the U.S. economy comes back to life, the battle between
Yes,
states
Cody,
for
I think we
business and
are.
jobs is heating up. Which states are best positioned to win in this new world? CNBC's annual America's Top States for Business study is back to tell us. We've been rating the states since
It's gonna be the
2007,
first,
10 categories of competitiveness. For a
one of the
total
first, I guess, or is it the
25
first
This year we've adapted that formula
product
to a
that has
vastly
Pro Uni
different world.
cards?
Scott Cohn tells us how it works.
I think it's the first product.
Start by learning what the states are talking about, their pitches to business.
Like taxation, good workforce training, and a big welcome mat for new residents.
Think so.
The more something gets pitched, the more weight it carries. This year, with the economy still rebuilding,
I know. I like based off the previews. Like I said last week,
cost of doing
I want to say it was like whatever day it was, Friday or Saturday. The Panini's doing
by infrastructure.
fantastic with their inserts,
Anymore, we look at sustainability, broadband,
and like it
power grid.
just looks good overall from what I saw.
Cold and dark this evening from a failing power grid. We've
measure of quality of life.
True, Damon.
New category, life, health, and inclusion, looking more closely at healthcare, including COVID vaccination rates, and inclusiveness, including voting rights. We look at workforce availability.
I'm excited too. I'm excited to see what they're gonna look like in their jerseys. I mean, like, you know, everybody gets excited about the first Pro Uni jerseys, jersey cards, and all that. Just to see what like, for instance, Trevor Lawrence is gonna look like in a Jaguars uni, or Justin Fields at a Bears uni. That one's gonna be weird. Like I said, if anybody wants to join the group breaks, it's all linked in the chat. Otherwise, the pinned comment at the top, we can take personals if you guys want. Anything on the website, excuse me, anything on the website can be ripped and shipped. To rip it live.
Understood. I want all of our satellite listeners, Scott, to know that you are telling me all of this while you're paddling.
I know that one's good. Those are gonna be sweet looking. Those are gonna be sweet looking for sure.
Listen, the work from home trend. I mean, I know you're alluding to this in so many.
I mean, it's like,
ways, but to me, if I had to pick an emblematic statement,
especially at the beginning of the year, it's such a good product when it first kind of comes out, like around that time.
Yeah, the work from home era, as I get away from you here.
Yeah, let's do it for Cody. Let's rip some of these boxes for Cody.
That in a lot of ways it didn't. You know, you have companies that are much more attuned to where their workers want to be.
We got
so that really just sort of intensifies the battle that we've been looking at for all these
got
years since 2007.
a few spots left, but let's try to fill one of these. Mosaic draft picks, Luminance.
I totally agree. And good luck getting back to shore, Scott. Wherever that is, the current carries in the way.
Try to fill Prism basketball.
Yeah, keep zooming out. I want to see how far away you are. He's pretty downriver.
That box has been staring me in the face
We'll let you guys
for
go.
so long.
Scott Cohen, as he said, the big reveal is tomorrow.
So we got, like I said, baseball, basketball, Prism, Finest. So we got some shiny products. Got the jersey box, Mosaic draft picks, more shiny, and Luminance. Let's try to fill one of those soon. Let's try to fill one of those soon. Otherwise, if you guys want, we could do personals. If somebody's feeling,
Heading into retirement, you want to
Oh, Damon, really?
Bright House Smart Care is a hybrid life insurance and long-term care product. It protects your family while
I had no idea. I didn't see that.
coverage should you need it. Talk to your advisor.
Said it's on Panini's website.
Build for what's ahead.
Here, let's see. I want to get like a live reaction of what it looks like. Yo, I'm telling you, it's gonna be so weird. I remember watching Trevor Lawrence debut in college, like his first game. Stuff's crazy. Like I said, if anybody wants personals or anything like that, let me know. Otherwise, we could try to start off with some group breaks.
Starts with how you get a private jet experience from One Flight's Badger. You've got to see this. Plug in your itinerary. Search from over 5,000 planes. Pay, and you're on
Elite
your way.
Basketball comes out soon.
Better than a personalized meal on board.
Oh, you're right.
Not too far out. You should have received a
Wow, that looks weird.
Use your time wisely. Just Badger. Hair loss getting real? Hims can help. Get connected to prescription
Dude, Elements looks sweet this year.
needs. Answer a few simple
Just based off the preview.
questions to determine if prescription treatment is
It's not even like, I'm not even saying like the entire thing is gonna be awesome, but the preview looks sweet.
Quarterly results from PepsiCo. Plus, breaking news from PayPal and Chipotle CEOs. The announcement.
Did you guys see the Luka Doncic rewards? The card that's on the rewards part of the Panini site? 50,000 points.
From the cornerstones to the cornerstones.
It's a little bit of a heftier price.
You supply,
5 cards, yeah, it's 3 hits, isn't it?
because you persist. You'll always prevail. Keep rising.
Alright guys, I think we have about 8 spots left in Topps Finest. Let's get one of these filled up.
And Technic opens on us.
Let's try to break today.
You worked hard for your home, but how do you keep it healthy? Well,
Did anybody get spots in the case break tonight?
trust U.S. Waterproof is a picture leaky basement.
The player break?
Because a healthy
been solving Chicagoland's basement water problems for over 60 years. Just ask your neighbors. Schedule your free consultation.
Boom, let's fill one of these.
USwaterproofing.com and enjoy no interest.
By the way, I have no idea anything about Topps Finest.
US Water.
I'm not.
Basement starts with us.
Have to do a little bit of research to see what's popping in that product. Like I said, if anybody wants anything, I can link all of the group breaks if you want. If you want a specific group break link, then just let me know. But everything in the background, hopefully we could try to rip today.
Sigalos is here with that story. Hi, Mackenzie.
Hey, Kelly. So Plan B Passport is a company that helps clients obtain a second
Oh yeah,
passport,
like are you
and they're
the
7 mostly tropical
Luka Don?
tax
Or no, you did.
states, all of
Cody,
which
you
are
joined?
exempt from capital gains
What'd you
taxes
get?
on their crypto holdings.
Or
Now,
I should say,
most
who
of these
did you get?
destinations, It's a citizenship buying
Bum.
investment program, which essentially just means that an individual makes a donation into
Brian
the
Hayes.
sustainable growth fund of the country.
I know a
in
couple of the
exchange
bigger
for a
names.
passport, and that legal residency status is what lets people geographically shuffle their crypto holdings.
Dude, I
around
missed out on
and
Josh Allen.
avoid paying
I missed out on Josh Allen. I was gonna bid on Josh Allen's spot, and I just totally slept on the spot.
On top of that, they pay some due diligence fees, government fees, and then 20.
Let's try to get these other breaks filled. I want to break something. I want to rip something. If anybody's feeling like they could hit something nice today, I think we should do it. I think we should do it.
Do they have to give up their U.S. citizenship to do this?
Try to rip some, do some group breaks today. Maybe if anybody wants a personal. Everything on the website can be ripped and shipped. Yeah, Cody, doesn't some of the cards look pretty crazy? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw... Oh, I didn't see it. Never mind. I thought I was going to say I thought I saw Trevor Lawrence. But I'm assuming he's in a pro uni, right?
Pretty fascinating detail. Mackenzie, thank you, Mackenzie Sigalos.
Like, it would make sense if he was.
Spring is usually the busiest season for home buyers, but this summer you could actually see a
I think
details after this.
we're past the college stage. Especially with like Elite coming out.
Income is complicated. As your broker, I've solved it. That's great, Carl.
Yeah, we got Elite coming out.
It's easily adjustable.
Oh, never mind. I forgot. Immaculate Collegiate Football is coming out.
Like Schwab Intelligent Income.
2021 Panini Certified Football.
A simple, modern way to pay yourself from your portfolio.
Oh, that's cool. I mean,
It's so funny to me how like the
Schwab, a modern approach to wealth
Panini uses the old rookies in their previews for new products. So like Joe Burrow, they have like a freshman fabrics patch auto preview of it. It's just funny because it's like why not preview the actual rookies, you know?
Elections influence your investments. Fisher Investments has gathered the 13 worst blunders, how to avoid them, in this eye-opening free guide.
Nuclear.
Why take a chance? Let Fisher Investments send you our free guide.
I think I saw it.
Retirement investment blunders to avoid.
Yeah.
Sort of money in retirement.
Yeah, that one's a pretty wild looking one. I think the
A fiduciary. Call now.
like the patch auto where Justin Jefferson's like the preview player for it. That one looks pretty wild. That looks like a wild
If you have $500,000
product.
or more to invest, call
Hopefully we'll get some of that in so we can rip.
Fisher Investments now for your free guide. 1-800.
If anybody wants to join our group breaks, everything in the background is what we are doing. Got 5 left in the jersey box break. Got 9 left in Prism basketball. We got 8 left in Topps Finest baseball. Got 12 left in Luminance football, and we got 16 left in Mosaic draft picks. If anybody wants any personals, pinned comment at the top. That's where you'll find all of the products that we have in our store, and we can rip and ship anything. We can rip anything live for you.
Nobody dreams in conventional thinking. It didn't get us.
Just let me know.
It doesn't ring the bell on Wall Street or disrupt the status quo. T-Mobile for Business uses unconventional
I do too.
to help you realize new possibilities on America's
I do too. The Tua looks pretty sweet too, or the Chase Claypool.
Plus customer experience
Chase Claypool looks really crazy.
and first-class benefits like 5G with
It's got like lightning bolts all over it, and the patch is pretty insane.
without any trade-offs. That's T-Mobile for business.
Yeah, like I said though, guys, if you want anything ripped and shipped, just let me know. We got everything on the website could be ripped. Otherwise, let's try to fill some group breaks. Why not? Carl, what's up?
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Power Lunch, along with Kelly.
How we doing today?
We're glad you could join us on this summer Monday. Top of the hour, unloved and ready to rally. Earnings season is here, and as companies get ready to report, our next guest says a list of
Carl, unfortunately, we have not.
neglected stocks he says are worth owning.
And the silver rush. Reddit users are buying up bars and coins of the commodity. And they're
But we do have Topps Finest Baseball on the website. Group break for it.
More investors abandoning Chinese stocks to the tune of $1 billion in just 2 weeks. Where's that money going?
Yeah, let's fill. Let's fill something.
Starts right now.
Honestly, I'd be cool with anything that we have. I'd be cool to rip anything.
markets, the Dow's up 100 points, so we've cut our gains more or less in
Like I said, all of the
outperforming of the major averages of 0.3%.
breaks are
Nasdaq has gone back positive. Both the S&P and Nasdaq, I believe, flirting
on the
with
website.
highs, and the
I
trading
kind of
session
zoned
so
out for a
far
second. I don't know
the
why.
S&P real estate
I'm
index
gonna,
also hitting
sorry guys to spam this real quick, but I'm going to
We'll have a full report on the summer housing
fill
market
up,
in just a few moments. Meantime, Virgin Galactic shares going the other way, tumbling today after the company has filed to sell it to
I'm gonna put some links, because the last links are all the way at the top. Some people might have not seen it, but we got lots of products in the store.
Season follows a week that showcased the market's resilience.
And if anybody wants anything ripped live, we could do it for you.
Profit expectations high. Can the calm market uptrend continue? Mike Santoli is at the NYSE with a look at the market's safety net. Hey, Mike.
Boom, we got this, we got this.
Kind of earned the benefit of the doubt with all this resilience. If you look at a one-year chart,
Dude, some of these new products that are coming out look really crazy.
last time we had at least a 5% pullback on a closing basis. It's the second longest streak in 10 years that we've gone without such a 5% pullback. However, the longest such streak was more than twice as long. It was basically 400 trading days. That was ended in January.
All right, those are all of our, basically all of our group breaks. If you guys are trying to join, just go ahead and click the link that's underneath the title. And let's try to get one of these filled.
The main knock on the market, if you take a look here, is that it's not actually been
Start off with a good,
meaning lots of pockets of stocks have
start off with a good Monday.
along the way. This is the equal weighted Russell 1000 ETF, so 1,000 stocks, equal amount of money in each of them. It's a pretty egalitarian way of looking at the market, and you see that it's actually well off its highs and diverged a little bit from the S&P 500, which is driven by the largest stock. This is the way
Let's
the
do
market
it.
has exhibited that resilience, which is to sort of rotate away from danger towards strength, and obviously with very strong credit conditions.
And all of our products that are on the website can be ripped and shipped. Rip them live. Prefer to rip them live.
Take a look at quality as a category of stocks that's also been insulating.
We'll keep your stuff protected.
And actually carrying the market to gain. So quality versus momentum over the last 3 months. Quality is strong balance sheets.
Yeah, let's try to fill, I don't know, one of the ones that have less spots.
As opposed to momentum, which now is
The Jersey Topps Finest Prism Basketball.
You have an equal number of stocks up and down, and yet you're still clicking on the index level being highs. I don't know, Mike, whether there's a more unkind thing you could say about a market in this climate than it's not inclusive. And I guess that's true. But it's a very
We got 12 spots left in Luminance.
It's not as though everything is going up all at once and you can buy indiscriminately.
12 in Luminance, 9 in Prism Basketball, 8 in Topps Finest. We got 5 left in the Jersey break. And we have 16 left in Mosaic Draft Picks.
Got the market figured out. If it feels easy, you feel overconfident, you get to maybe look away from the risks involved, and that, to me, on a sentiment basis, is what kind of sows the seeds for some kind of correction
go.
in the market.
And if you guys are curious about like the pricing and all of that, it's all on the screen.
5% correction, I have to say, maybe this is
Cody, I am too.
I have to say,
I am too, man.
feel that way. It feels a little more
I mean, we're at like, we're already an hour, 35 minutes in,
and me. Maybe that's just
and nothing's filled.
Mike, thanks a lot.
I mean, we've been selling spots. Luminance, I think we just posted last night. That TriStar one, I think we posted last night. Topps Finest was on there last night.
CIO of Anderson Capital Management. His name is on the door. You only own 14 stocks.
Off to a little bit of a slow start on a Monday, but it's a Monday, you know.
Well, you know, over the career, I started managing mutual funds that had 100+ stocks. And
Like I said, if anybody wants any
even far back
personals,
that,
everything on the website could be ripped and shipped.
and, you know, some of them are in fragmented
Football, baseball, basketball.
in a mutual
We got
so
soccer, Pokemon, UFC.
invest in the family. So that's what I did about 11 years ago, and I continue
I don't know if anybody's a
to
golf person, but we got some golf in the store too.
It makes the job easier, right? Because you focus
Tiger Woods
all
rookie year.
your energies and intelligence, hopefully, on those stocks.
I know I do too.
It just has a tremendous potential to outperform. but
Everything is linked in the chat if you guys want to join anything.
tremendously too. So you really have to have a sharp pencil when you're doing this.
So what is? I digress a little bit here. We like to have you come.
And we can rip and ship everything on the website.
Get to that. What is your sell discipline then? I mean, you must have. Let's see.
If anybody wants to do like a personal,
14 stocks in your portfolio. Some hit
start your Monday off the right way.
Some hit singles and some strike out. How do you decide when, say, 3 of those 14 or 5 of those 14 need to go?
You know, and that's a question.
Just let me know, guys.
every investor should ask. And sadly, not a lot of
The
people ask that
comment
question.
that's pinned at the top, that's going to be the website. So if you guys want to check, if you guys are in the mood for a personal,
And it's
that's where you'll find all the products that we have available.
I cut my gains and I, come back down to earth. But that's not really what you're asking about. You're really asking about how do you know when you make mistakes, and are you humble enough to admit it and smart enough to make those corrections. And I will tell you this: I never
Anybody watch
sell on price movement. I
Game 3
only
last
sell
night?
when there's new information about that company. And just think what that means. I mean, that really puts things in perspective. What's really trying to tell you is ignore the price movement. If you still have the confidence and there's no new information, there's no rationale as to why you should sell the stock just because you
Cody, me too.
the stock is
Me too.
So let's get to the market today, right now. You say that it's maybe as good as it gets because the EPS growth may peak.
No, unfortunately the Bucks won.
I guess that's what you're meaning here.
Giannis went crazy last night.
Substantial things behind the market, stimulus, low rates, easy money.
Seemed like he was dunking on every single person on the Suns.
And does that explain why you feel the way you do about the market?
Yes, I think that's a good conclusion. I also would say that, through
So it's no longer
the
Suns in 4.
quarter of this year, we will continue to see shockingly good, comparisons.
It'll have to be Suns at 5.
I mean, last year was really so horrible. So I don't think it should rattle anybody's cage that we are seeing these strong results. But
Yeah, they'll make it it definitely is a series.
two is when we're going to have to say pay the piper on this stuff and get back to
Let's go.
comparisons.
We are down to 11 on Luminance. We'll try to get Luminance filled today.
Comparisons, right? Because we were this last year and we're all
By today, I mean as soon as possible.
I applaud everybody for being very happy about this sport this year. It's an exception.
Everything on the website.
And hopefully we will never be in a period like this again.
No, I think it's just Suns. I believe it's just the Suns.
Highlighting today is Booz Allen Hamilton, a stock that's not up very much this year at all, despite earnings growth that is very, very nice. 30% earnings growth, 3% gains this year. What is the market missing here?
Yeah. Just the Suns. That's what I thought.
We're so caught up in all the other shiny objects that are out
The Bucks won one in like the
there. No one
70s.
really wants to look at a Beltway consulting firm that's been around for quite some time, recruits the best graduates from business schools and technology schools, and all along, when all this noise is happening, right, it's consistently winning government contracts to the tune of $100 million, $600 million, and it works in the cutting edge technologies that we all are very excited about. G5, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity. It's a
All right. I had to go get a water.
2/3 of the people have technology.
Illinois weather is so weird.
More than half of them have security clearances.
All right, let me know if anybody wants anything ripped. Let's try to fill up one of these breaks. We got 11 spots left in Luminance, 8 left in Finest. We got 9 left in Prism, and well, all the spots left in Mosaic Draft Picks.
Your time today, your insights, and your stock choices. Peter Anderson, keep your ship.
In the meantime, with the meme stocks, Reddit traders now have their sights set on silver. The social media movement is gaining momentum, and they
Let's try to rip something today.
Christina Partsinevelos is here with more.
Got plenty of
They go by the name of Silver 8.
plenty of options on the website as far as group breaks go.
1,000+ members encourage each other to buy bars and coins.
A little bit of everything for everyone.
They want to push up the price of silver to, $1,000. The spot price right now is just hovering around $26 today. But retail traders argue there are way more paper claims, such as derivatives, for example,
Got
on silver than actual.
try to fill up Luminance maybe.
Silver. In other words, if demand for silver increased, supply would run short, and the price would
Shit, gotta
surge.
admit, I'm not sure which one.
Silver does differ from the squeeze on companies like GameStop and AMC. There's a lot of silver out there. And
No, not sure which one I want to fill more.
money managers have had net long positions on metals since 2000.
But everything on the website can be ripped and shipped. All of the links to the group breaks are in the chat. So if you guys want to join, just click the link in the chat.
And that's why many around the world
Mondays, man.
currencies are
I'm like
very
Garfield.
volatile, and that physical investments are the way to
Swear.
go. They even helped push up the price of silver to a 5-month high just this past January, which is why we call that a short squeeze as well. And according to the Silver Institute, the demand for bars like
Let's try to fill up one of these group breaks today.
soared to 26% of total demand, up from 8% last year. One member of a group
I think we've been playing hitting pretty well the last couple weeks. So
by bullion banks, and that's why he's holding on to this stuff for a lot longer. I knew you wanted to see it.
let's do it.
Yeah,
Sit right on up. Come to the parents' table. Here, come on up.
this is worth about $300.
Let's do it.
10 ounces.
That is really, that's a lot of bullion.
It's quite
All on the website if you guys want to join, or if you want to do a personal. Kind of hope somebody does a personal, to be honest. How you doing? Good.
Because so many people are storing silver, gold in their houses, or more specifically, if you're getting a lot, in vaults all across the world.
That's Michael.
It's gaining in popularity.
A good word. Short this. They got the bricks going here.
Thanks, guys.
Back to the kitty's table, please. All right, coming up, behave yourself.
Dom make it?
The housing market is shifting again.
Dom said he was
Mortgage
coming
rates are
down.
coming down.
Yeah,
and
he
that's
was
a signal
at the
for some
warehouse.
surge
Yeah, he
from
said it on
buying.
his way.
And later, the big banks kick off earnings season. Which
They
ones
beat
are
him to
worth
the
buying
punch.
now? Which are worth
All right, let me know if you guys want anything ripped and shipped.
at some stocks.
Got plenty of stuff that we could rip for you. Otherwise, everything's linked in the chat. The website's at the top. Group breaks are within the chat.
Hey, Lily, I need a new wireless plan.
Let's try to break one of these breaks today.
Something different.
Oh, we can help with that. Okay, imagine this. Your neighbor, Rob. He's on the scene and needs a plan with a mobile hotspot. We cut to downtown.
Well, at least rip something.
Like ASAP.
So basically, I can pick the right plan for each employee.
Yeah, I should have just led with that.
What AT&T
If anybody wants any personals, we got those for you. They're ready to be ripped.
Before we talk about tax smart investing, what's new? Well, Audrey's expecting twins. Grandparents. We want to put money aside for them, so change of plans. All right, let's see what we can adjust.
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's try to rip one of these. Prism, Top's Finest. Filled up another spot in Luminance, so if we try to get that one filled today.
Top states for business. I checked out all 50 states through the data. We had some new infrastructure priorities, like broadband access. We ranked the states on 10
So is that one over on the left side?
They thrive. And which states are poised for a bright post-pandemic
So let me know if anybody wants anything ripped.
measure up? The top state revealed.
We could do a live for you. I'm ready to pull something big.
Watch the Olympic Games on Xfinity. With Team USA and build the 7,000 plus hours of the Olympics on display. With Xfinity, you get every hour of every day. Different sports on different screens, you can watch it anywhere. And with the voice remote, you never have to leave your chair. All of this innovation could lead to some inspiration, and you might be the best one.
We also got 8 spots in Topps Finest. We got 11 left in Luminance. 5 only left in the jersey break. If anybody's feeling like trying to pull a jersey.
Have Unilock papers and walls. Turn your outdoor space into something you love.
Otherwise, let's try to fill up Luminance today.
The possibilities are endless. With styles, colors, and
Only got 11 spots. 11 spots.
Start planning today and visit unilock.com for a free estimate.
I don't think we have anything. Yeah, we got Topps Finest still. If anybody's into baseball. Prism basketball. Trying to pull some LaMelo. Some Ant.
We've got shares of Cheesecake Factory and Chili's parent company, Brinker International, getting some help from analysts over at Raymond James. They have upgraded those 2 stocks to outperform.
We can do personals for you.
Cheesecake gets a $60 target price.
If you're feeling like getting into a personal.
Strong upside, even lower expectations for their second quarter performance, as well as attractive valuations for both of them, given their recent stock.
Mosaic Draft Picks is on the website too. Let's try to fill one of these products today. I'm in the mood to break. Or if somebody wants to rip anything, let me know. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. Start off let's get our Monday going. Saw Cody join the group break tonight. Did anybody else join? Yeah, we got 11 spots left in Luminance. We got 5 left in the division break of TriStar Hidden Treasures. Got 8 left in Topps Finest, and we got 9 left in Prism. Let's try to fill one of those, huh? What do you guys think?
From a year ago, and that's why a monthly housing sentiment survey from Fannie Mae found that in June, 64% of respondents said bad time to buy a home, up from 56%.
Let's try to do it.
77% said good time to sell, up from 67% in May.
Everything's linked in the chat. Our website, group breaks, everything's linked there. The pin chat's going to be the website itself, so you can pretty much see everything through that alone.
I see them, these signs, and I didn't know that they're new. Who are they?
Anybody wants to join, let me know. Or do a personal. I think that would be pretty sweet.
In fact, most of the agents I know in this area have gone over to Compass. Very popular listing site. And it's because they actually try to put a
We could rip any of the products. Football, baseball, basketball, Pokemon, Star Wars, golf, Prism, soccer, UFC. If anybody wants to try to pull some Dustin Poirier after that fight on Saturday. Or McGregor. I don't know how many people are actually going to want to get McGregor cards now, but everything is linked in the chat, guys. If you want to join any of our group breaks or do a personal, everything on the website can be ripped.
No, but what it is for real estate agents is when you have to get the virtual tour company and the staging company and the listing site and the pictures. You want to
Or if anybody wants to do a personal,
it's much more attractive to them because it costs them less.
let me know.
To show the house the way the buyer wants, so then when they get the commission, they're not.
You're gonna have to get it through the website, but then you can just tell me in the chat that you want it ripped.
And again, it is a very high tech platform. Are other agencies doing that as well? Of course they are. It's just a question of who did it first and fastest.
You know, there is no one who knows real estate better than you. I can put a question like that.
Anybody watch that fight on Saturday?
And you knock it out of the park every time. Thanks, Dad.
Sure. And I totally know what you're talking about. It's taking over my town too. 100%. Every new back in the newspaper. Absolutely. Up next,
Let me know, guys. Let's try to get some breaks going. I'm willing to rip anything at this point.
to infinity and back. Sir Richard Branson reaching the edge of space. What it means for Virgin Galactic stock might surprise you. Back in a minute.
Or if anybody wants a personal of Luminance, personal Mosaic draft picks, personal Topps Finest, personal Prism.
That building you're trying to buy, you should 10x it.
Lots and lots of stuff we can rip.
Virtual real estate exchange, and it's fast. If I
Just
could
check out the
buy 10x
website.
everything, like our lunch. Amazing. See it, want it, 10x.
Personals, group breaks.
Digital transformation is
Let's do one of them.
because it hasn't removed the endless Monday morning.
Let's do one of them. We got Bowman Baseball. I know Bowman Baseball's been really hot 2018.
Do you have a life insurance policy you no longer need? Now you can sell your policy, even a term policy, for immediate cash payment.
Yeah, we got Bowman Baseball. We got
If you have $100,000 or more of life insurance, you may qualify to sell your policy. Don't cancel or let your policy lapse.
not sure what everyone's looking for. If anybody's trying to look for a Giannis rookie,
Because that's the last one.
523-6900. Coventry Direct.
we got Giannis year products 2013, 2014, or 2012, 2013. I don't know, one of those two.
That's why we're keeping our tuition the same through the year 2021.
Yeah, 2013, 2014.
When I saw how affordable it was.
Jeez, he's young.
My husband was my computer, and I said, "Thank you."
He dropped 40 last night. That's wild.
Lowest online tuition rates in the nation. Find your degree at shu.edu.
Why are hundreds of thousands of investors getting help?
Everything on the website can be ripped and shipped.
Our average stock has returned 580%, and that's 5 times the return of the S&P 500. When you become a member of Stock Advisor, we'll send you 2 new stock picks each month. If you go to full.com/TV, you'll see a special
If you guys want anything ripped and shipped, just let me know.
less than thousands of our members have happily paid. Don't look back with regret. Just go to full.com/TV now.
The nation's premier scorecard, Moving America. The changing consumer trends. Domain stock
But you guys send them out every month.
beyond headlines. Team coverage analysis all day. Watch and listen live on the CNBC app.
Let me know, guys, if you want anything ripped. Try to rip something.
Texas Democrats are planning to flee the state in an effort to block Republican
Personals, group breaks. I'm honestly ready for anything.
NBC News. State's legislature requires a 2/3 quorum to be present to conduct business in either chamber, but the plan is
Like I said, everything's also pinned in the comments or in the chat. We got everything on the website. Guess also link the website one more time if you can't see the pinned comment, but the pinned comment is the website. You do personals or get personals on there. Otherwise, you could join the group break if you want. We have an available breaks tab. Otherwise, it's also in the chat. the links to it.
Girl that came out on Live will also be required to register as a sex offender. We're now up to date. Kelly, that's your best. All right, Rahel,
We make it easy.
let's turn to the markets, get a check on where we stand this hour. Dow's up 105. We're up about
But if you guys want, let's try to get one of these group breaks filled. Let's try to do Luminance. Let's try to do Luminance, Mosaic Traffics, Topps Finest, Prism. Even the jersey box would be pretty cool.
Posters, very nice of you. They love them.
If anybody wants anything ripped live, let me know.
But get this, $60 million from Disney Plus sales over the weekend.
Got lots of products, guys. Got Bowman Baseball, which has been really hot lately. I know a lot of people have been going after Shohei.
There you see the theater chains all lower as this displays, as we were alluding, the power of Disney and streaming and the threat it may present to viewing.
I mean, I just
Real bummer about Ronald Acuna.
change. I think 60 was one high, probably spiked even higher than well above that. Anyway, the point being, the bloom is off the rose a little bit. Post-pandemic, there's still a lot to be proven with the old theater model.
If anybody wants any 2018 Bowman, we got those. We got blasters.
Right out on Route 4, you know where I'm talking about. Used to be the Saxon
Otherwise, let's really try to fill these breaks today.
AMC, and I'm going, boy, that's
Luminance,
Can they fill those
Prism.
seats going forward? AMC is down nearly 7% today. Was that Bieber? Anyway.
All the links are in the chat if you guys want anything.
Forerunner of the climate cycle. But does that guarantee
All the links are in the chat for group breaks.
Hey, Kelly, that's right. I spoke with Jim Coulter for our bi-monthly Delivering Alpha newsletter. Now, he's the executive chairman of TPG and is raising a multi-billion-dollar climate fund. So we spoke about the outsized amount of capital flowing into environmental plays, including Tesla, something that reminds him of what happened with technology in the late 90s. At the time, he says...
Oh, and everything on the website can be ripped and shipped.
We're going to touch everything just as he believes climate companies will, but the capital markets aren't quite set up yet to value winners and losers, he says.
So if you see something on the website, just let me know. We can rip it for you.
In the climate revolution, where there's going to be a lot of excitement in the early days.
Otherwise, let's try to fill one of these group breaks.
But a long-term ecosystem of capital and capital solutions will grow, and that will help with the revolution.
Got a little bit of everything.
Now, Coulter says Tesla is similar to AOL in the late 90s, and that it's a poster child for the dot-com boom, but fast forward a few
We also got
decades,
personals
people are rarely using homepages
for
like
Luminance if anybody wants one.
He notes Tesla may not end the way AOL did, and he doesn't believe climate is in a bubble. You can subscribe to our Delivering Alpha newsletter at cnbc.com/deliveringalpha, guys.
All right, Leslie, thank you very much. Leslie.
Picker and on Power Lunch as Beijing continues its crackdown on tech. Foreign investors are abandoning Chinese stocks.
The links in the chat are links to our group breaks.
In China, and CNBC's top list of states for business, which are seeing the biggest comebacks amid the reopening. We'll explain the rankings and give you a hint of who's in the top spot after this.
If anybody wants anything ripped and shipped, we could do that for you. I'm telling you, let's try to fill one of these group breaks. Luminance, Prism, Topps Finest.
C3 AI is AI at a global scale, harnessing the power of data to build a better future. C3 AI. This is Enterprise AI.
Oh yeah, Damon, I remember that. Yeah, that one's a sweet one. It's a good autograph to have, honestly. Personally, I think he's going to be the best out of all the wide receivers to come out of the class.
Like reading.
Read
Statistically impossible, Caleb.
Like, I understand people's concern with him, but he's gonna be a beast as long as he gets the right quarterback.
Talk to us about college planning today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
AKA if Jalen Hurts can do the job.
These balls are moist. Or is that the damped weight of self-awareness you now
Let's try to break one of these though.
Yeah. Keep your downstairs dry with Gold Bond body powder.
We're not far off from the from Top's Finest in Prism filling.
Their windows or patio doors, but they put it off because they think it'll be too expensive. Hi, I'm Ann Rover. I'm here with Michael Smith from Renewable.
Let's try to rip some luminance.
You really work with the customers to find affordable solutions.
We do, Ann. We're the replacement window division of Anderson, one of the largest window manufacturers in North America.
No.
So we can use
Oh,
to
it's just
offer our
right here.
customers larger discounts
And we don't
and better
even-
financing than smaller companies or contractors.
So you're not a high-pressure company.
We'll come to your home and assess your current windows, show you where you might be able to.
Everything is linked in the chat.
Then we'll leave you with an exact price quote that's good for an entire year.
Save $305.
Are you talking about in the NFL?
Save $725 on patio doors and entry doors. And with our financing, don't pay anything for 1 year. This offer from Renewal by Anderson ends July 31st.
Are you talking about in the NFL, Bob?
Free appointment. 1-800-932-9292.
The oil market is closing for the day. Let's go out to Pippa Stevens at the CNBC Commodity Desk. How's oil looking, Pippa?
All right, so I guess let me, because I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I know him, but I can't remember. All right, so I'm gonna say out of the AFC North, I'm gonna go with a shocker. I'm gonna say the Browns.
The first is the Delta variant and what it means for demand. The second, the disbanded talks between OPEC and the
Not the AFC North. What am I saying? Oh yeah, that is the AFC North.
And the third is the record surge in U.S. gasoline demand last week, leading to a
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Browns. I know the Ravens are up there, but I think Browns could take it. AFC South, I'm gonna give that one to the Colts. I think the Colts are gonna win that one this year. Julio is not changing that team, in my opinion. And then for the AFC East, I'm gonna be a little biased here, but that's also the truth. The Bills are gonna win that. And then the AFC West, I'll probably say the Chiefs. I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. NFC West, say I'm gonna give it to the Rams. I don't know though. The 49ers, when they have a healthy defense, they could be scary. Did you agree with me on that one, or was I the only one who had the opinion that the 49ers could actually be good this year?
I never commented on that one.
You didn't?
No.
Okay, I know everyone was saying.
Yeah, that was.
Everyone was calling me crazy. I was like, dude, with that healthy defense, I'm telling you, they'd be good. NFC South, I'm probably gonna say the Bucks. I think the Saints are gonna completely fall off. And then NFC East, I'm gonna give it probably to the Cowboys if Dak stays healthy. But I don't. I'll give it a Washington football team, actually. I don't know. Dallas, like, they fix nothing on defense, so. And then NFC North, I'm going to give it to probably the Packers, but it just depends on the Rodgers situation. If Rodgers isn't there, then I'm going to give it to the Vikings. I'm going to go Vikings on that one. And then let me see. If I were to say playoffs,
Now, selling is more prominent in China, where the volatility of that stock market has been much greater than other regions like Europe and Latin America. While investors have typically overlooked
I don't know.
the risk of regulation, this time around,
Who could I see winning the Super Bowl this year? I don't have a clue.
Goldman Sachs pointing out about that. The risk appetite for Chinese stocks.
All right, down to 8 spots on Prism.
Levels, more so than other countries in Asia.
Let's try to get Prism, Luminance,
Well, it does follow years
Top's Finest.
actually pitching itself.
Let's try to get one of these group breaks filled. Let's get one of these group breaks filled.
Recently, loosening restrictions to allow overseas capital in China's bond market. It may just come down
Try to pull one of those pink pulsars.
tech companies continue to defy gravity and grow their sales in the face of regulation. We'll get the second quarter GDP numbers from China out this Thursday.
Got lots of options.
How are they coping with this? What are they doing?
Let's try to do some personals too.
Stocks to either buy or sell.
Well, an interesting point you make. I mean, for years, Tyler, Alibaba, Baidu, they've been sort of the darlings of Wall Street. In fact, Alibaba
Got 8 spots in Prism. Got 8 spots in Top's Finest left. Got 11 in Luminance, and we also have all our spots in Mosaic Draft Picks. Let's try to rip one of these products today. At least one.
to these emerging markets like China that have actually grown their liquidity in their capital market structure to make investors like the ones who sit here in the U.S. more confident about putting money to work there. Now, what happens given the sell-off?
Almost. I think everything's linked in the chat still.
Remains to be seen. I think
Yep, everything's linked in the chat. But I'll do it again. We got 8 spots left in Prism now. 8 spots left in Top's Finest. Let's try to rip one of these products. We got 5 spots left in the Jersey box, the TriStar Hidden Treasures box.
Let's stick with the topic for a moment because analysts in the retail world are watching U.S.-China relations especially closely. A lot of these big brands do a ton of business in China. They all came under scrutiny before, even some getting calls to boycott. So could they again, given the current climate, especially companies like Nike?
If anybody wants any personals broken, the pinned comment at the top is going to be our website. You guys can go check out what kind of stuff we have on there, and we can rip it live for you. Otherwise, let's try to get one of these breaks going.
Such as Adidas, H&M, Burberry, all dealt with.
Damon, was I pretty close to that list? I might have been off. I don't know. Oh, you said Seahawks? I don't know. They haven't changed anything to their team either, really. Not a big enough significance to take down like the dogs, you know, at the top, like the Rams, the Cardinals, the 49ers. That's the only thing that, like, kind of like, I don't know. The Seahawks are iffy for me. Steelers, that one I could see too. Just depends on if Big Ben plays.
I haven't heard anything on the grassroots. I mean, other than here and there, places where people try.
Oh, the Titans, right. I just don't see Julio being a big game changer for me. Because realistically, they got way better on offense, but they got worse on defense. And I think we saw in the Super Bowl last year that defense wins you championships.
So you wouldn't really call this a material risk, would you?
You could have the best quarterback in the NFL on your team. But if that defense is stopping you, they're stopping you.
It's very, very difficult to do that. But if I look at the comments like Nike's made,
Yeah, I think Colts are going to win that division.
one of the points that they make repeatedly is they've been in China.
I don't know. Eagles were hurt last year, weren't they? They were pretty banged up, so maybe they could be like an underdog, like a black horse. Ryan Tannehill stays pretty healthy. I'm pretty sure.
And I think that's probably true for a lot of these brands. So at the end of the day, that's what matters. The consumers want these products.
So Brian, I'm just thinking through this a little bit, and we've seen.
Yeah, I don't know how. Were the Eagles hurt last year? I think they were pretty banged up.
Whether because they view them as a competitive threat, as data leakage, what have you. They have no qualms about doing that to their own companies. The only reason I can think that they don't do this to American companies is because they need the what's the word I'm looking for, the approval in a way that American companies, by being in China, confer, the legitimacy. I guess.
Yeah, Ryan Tannehill's pretty solid. I was never a fan of him.
U.S. companies are far more vulnerable to China shutting
Yeah,
down
4-12.
I mean, I think I read the other day GM sells twice as many cars, or
That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. But that whole division was rough.
in China than it does in all of North America combined. So, is China letting this happen simply because, in order to have American products in their market, it actually?
Let's try to get one of these group breaks going. Otherwise, let's try to get some personals maybe. If anybody's in the mood.
I just told you about, it's difficult for me to really apply to market. All I can do is go for my roles.
I think I'm feeling some good stuff in these boxes today.
Conversation, leading consumer companies in the United States and other countries would do a lot of business in China. Most companies here that are international focused continue and have for a long time talk about China being a big growth opportunity. So that's really my only window into.
Oh, Damon.
Like I said, what I see in Nike.
I didn't know you were a Falcons fan. Sorry.
In fact, Nike went so far as to this last.
That's gonna be it's gonna be tough though.
And within the context of those longer-term financial targets, they talked about.
It's gonna be tough. It like I said, it all depends on can Calvin Ridley stay healthy. How are the young guys on your guys' defense gonna do?
Yeah, and as you say here, Nike's been in China for 40 years, and they're very much viewed as a local brand at this point. So maybe that's part of the story as well. Brian, thanks.
Who did you guys have as a first-round pick this year?
Alrighty, up next, another massively important earnings season is upon us beginning now. The big bank set to report.
Can't remember off the top of my head for some reason.
What to expect and the key things to listen for. Carlin will be right back.
Guys, I'm linking all of the group breaks in the chat right now. So that way you guys just have direct links to it. Kyle Pitts, right. Oh my goodness. He's going to be a monster. That's a fantastic draft pick in my opinion.
We're delivering for the Earth by investing in more electric vehicles, reusable packaging, and carbon capture research.
Damon, how you feeling about it? Kyle Pitts, is he the future for your offense?
At Leaf Filter, we're on a never-ending journey to end gutter cleaning forever. Whoa! Way too dangerous, Bill. Say goodbye to that ladder. Way too clogged, Melissa. Those black gutters are causing serious damage to your home.
Try to get one of these group breaks filled.
Leaf Filter, the nation's #1 rated gutter protection system, will keep you safe and protect your home.
Try to get Luminous maybe, some Topps Finest, Prism.
And is guaranteed to filter out everything except for water. No more leaves or debris in your gutters for the life of your home. Schedule your free gutter inspection and estimate, just like Paul.
Julio just kept getting hurt.
Leaf Filter's lifetime warranty. We guarantee you'll never have to clean those nasty gutters again. Everybody okay with that?
Unfortunately, I mean, like I was a big Julio fan.
LeafFilter.com for your free gutter inspection and estimate. Act now and save 15% off your purchase.
But it's going to be pretty sweet to see Kyle Pitts play. Kyle Pitts is a monster.
Getting help from Motley Fool Stock Advisor? Well, it's simple. Our average stock has returned 580%, and that's 5 times.
He's definitely going to be a game changer.
When you become a member of Stock Advisor, we'll send you 2 new stock picks each month. If you go to full.com.
Like I said, guys, try to get one of these group breaks filled up, or if somebody wants a personal, the link is the website link is pinned at the top of the chat.
Just go to full.com/TV.
Let's try to get one of these group breaks filled right now, so that way we can start ripping. That's crazy though. Once again, I said, like I say, he was a beast. He was a beast, but injuries held him back. He was complaining a lot, like you said. I mean,
The mission turns from
makes sense.
to search and recovery.
The facts, the truth, the news with Shepard Smith. Weeknight, 7 Eastern, CNBC.
Wasn't it just like a second round pick? That the Titans gave up, it was like a second round pick, I think, only, or something like that.
America will lead the charge with their reports over the next few days. Those are some pretty big banks. Let's bring in your Trading Nation team to discuss Ari Wall.
Let's try to get these group breaks filled, though. Only got 8 left in Prism, 8 left in Topps Finest, and 11 left in Luminance, and 5 left in the TriStar Hidden Treasures box. Or if somebody's in the mood to rip a personal today, everything on the website can be ripped and shipped.
Specifically on the top 6 banks, the deposits are up roughly 30% since the start of 2020. You're seeing the dividend yields up roughly 40% on the banks, and they're very well capitalized. I mean, they passed all the stress tests.
Oh yeah, like I was saying though, Damon, I was a fan of Julio, but now I'm kind of like, whatever. It's kind of more irrelevant than anything to me.
For the banking stocks, I mean, it will be important what the message from the Fed is. Earnings are going to be key because hopefully everyone is expecting them to be positive.
We got Stefan, so I'm good.
And, you know, it's more important also to look at what happens with inflation. As inflation grows, banks usually perform well. Is that going to continue to be the case? I believe you when you own them and you keep them for the long.
Let me know if anybody wants any personals.
Banks right now and financials.
So you like them as a group, and you like the price at which they're selling. So, Ari,
Or let's try to get one of these breaks filled.
Yeah, so amid more range-bound interest rate expectations, we are advising more of a market weight.
Got lots of different things that we could rip.
For exposure to the industry, we're differentiating between them by those that have been able to rally back above their pre-COVID peaks. Those would be the ones showing relative strength in our work. For instance,
Everything's linked in the chat.
over Wells Fargo as an industry neutral pair. You really see it in the relative ratio. JP Morgan's been the underperformer since last November. The market's been rewarding the beta on Wells Fargo.
Let's see.
Offers rotation potential, stronger position coming back into focus.
Yeah, let's try to fill one of these.
Ari and Michael, we appreciate your time today. For more Trading Nation, you can head to our website or follow us on Twitter at Trading Nation. Kelly.
Well, it's that time of year again. CNBC releasing its list of the top
Got Mosaic draft picks too. Get 2 teams a spot, $28 a spot. Luminance football, 2 teams a spot, $20 a spot. We got 11 left in that.
Learn to be careful about this because in the past, people have
We got the
from the vegetation behind me where I am. So we're photographing it very carefully this year. We'll tell you a little bit more
Prism
about our annual
basketball,
top state study, which is back in a
pink Pulsar prisms.
this year, and we will have another
You get 1 autograph and 12 prisms per box. Got 8 spots left on that. And then we got Topps Finest. 3 teams a spot, $26 a spot, 8 spots left.
$1 is good for the economy, but that doesn't mean that all companies are going to benefit equally. In fact,
Looking for 2 chrome autographs per master box.
tend to be more vulnerable to a strong dollar. So if you believe that the dollar's going higher, you might want to check your exposure to these types of companies.
But everything is linked in the chat, guys.
The better place for traders.
You know that tech stock we talked about?
I mean, talking about the group breaks and the just website for personals. If anybody wants to check out the website and rip something live,
You get price improvement on 92%
be more than happy to do that for you.
free online trades. Are you getting complete price transparency? Expect more from your firm. Schwab, the better place for traders.
So, what's your plan for retirement? See the world? See the grandkids?
Let's try to get one of these group breaks filled.
You plan to retire. You need to be
Luminance,
you have a financial plan. Keep a tax strategy.
Prism Basketball.
How much of your portfolio can you afford to withdraw? Learn more about these and 96 other retirement topics coming your way in this free guide from Fisher Investments.
If your portfolio is over $500,000, call for Fisher's 99 retirement tips. Our free guide shows you how to make your retirement more secure, even in volatile times like these. Call 1-800-940-1144. We'll also send you a timely bonus for a world upended by uncertainty. Fisher's
I'm ready to rip something.
shows you where we believe this market is going and why. Get the insight you need right now. Call for your 2 free guides. 1-800-940-1144.
Could rip some football, basketball, baseball, soccer, Pokemon, F1, UFC. If anybody's trying to get some Dustin Poirier or Conor McGregor, even though, like I said, probably not McGregor too much anymore. That break was pretty brutal. But if anybody wants anything ripped, we could do that. Rip it live for you.
I'm out of your chain, Mike. I'm sorry. Oh, no. Yeah. How's everything going with you?
I think it'd be fun to rip some UFC Prism. Otherwise, everything, all the links to the group chats are linked in the group breaks are linked in the group chat. That's what I was talking. Oh my, English is not my strong suit right now.
I wouldn't be anywhere near Portland. That's his job for taking down. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Kelly, you know, we started this back in 2007. Started with a sort
Let's
of
try to get one of these group breaks going though.
asking about why companies chose to do business in one state over another.
Some luminance, 3 autographs, and 1 memorabilia per box. Got 11 spots left in that. Otherwise, we could do a personal for someone if they would like. Of luminance, we could do tops. I know, Damon, isn't it crazy? That man made about 5 million, right? Maybe a little bit more. Off of snapping his leg or foot in half. It was gross, though. I think all of us can admit that was nasty. But like Poirier said, he said that he felt it snap on him.
So, where am I? Here's another diabolical hint. Mic drop.
If anybody wants personals, let me know.
One more hint coming up on the closing bell. We'll bring that to you later today. And again, go to topstates.cnbc.
Could rip something live.
I'm wondering how this year availability of labor has affected the rankings, if at all.
You know, it's interesting. It's something that has been a big issue going back probably 4 or 5 years, where for a number of years.
Let's try to fill up one of these group breaks. Prism basketball, Top's finest baseball.
What they're talking about this year more than anything else is cost, infrastructure, and our sort of broad measure of quality of life, which we're calling life, health, and inclusion this year, because there's so much more to it.
We got 5 spots left.
But workforce is definitely up there, and I expect we're going to keep hearing a lot more and more about this as we continue ranking states.
In the jersey box break.
The measurement of cost. I assume it's taxes. I assume it's real estate expense. I assume it's wages. Is there anything I'm missing?
Yeah, you assume all that, right? Incentives, it's utility costs.
Could pull some nice stuff from this.
Industrial space, just everything that goes into.
Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields, Tom Brady, and I don't even know if that's high school Michigan jersey. I don't know. We got Gronk, Calvin Johnson, Patrick Mahomes, Jim Brown. Got my boy right here. Justin Jefferson. McCaffrey. Let's see. Find current players and Hall of Famers and football favorites. Roger Staubach. Dan Marino, Lamar Jackson, Alvin Kamara, Justin Jefferson twice. Wow, they really like him, huh? Yeah, they really like him. Michael Irvin, Devontae Adams, Randall Cunningham, George Kittle, Jim Plunkett. I don't know who that is. Cassidy? DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah. Let's try to get one of these filled. Or like I said, we could do a personal for you guys if you want. Matt, did you want those broken live if you're in here? If you're in here and you want me to break it live, we could do that for you.
Experience matters. For over 145 years, more families trust ADT for timeless protection and 24/7 peace of mind. Protect what matters most.
Let's try to get a personal going.
That's helped save more lives than any other provider. ADT, America's most trusted security brand. ADT, real protection.
It's what 30 minutes of boot camp tastes like. Come on, Peloton. Let it flow. Reach all the way up.
What the?
Check your vibe. It's time to grind, Peloton. Let's turn it up. Come on.
What's up, hustlers? Welcome to Peloton Outdoors. Let's get jogging.
Find your rhythm, baby. 1, 2, 1, 2. So many Peloton newbies on the leaderboard today. Welcome to the fair.
If anybody wants any personals, the link is at the top. Otherwise, let's just try to get one of these group breaks filled. I want to rip something.
An online food delivery service. Business is steady. Until
Go Food Co. Go check it out.
I want to pull something crazy for you guys.
overnight, users tripled, which meant hiring 20 new employees and buying 20 new laptops. So she used her American Express business card, which gives her more membership rewards points.
We'll never know if we don't do it, you know?
Cynthia Suarez, CFO, MVP. Get the card built for business by American Express.
Icy hot.
Everything on the website can be ripped and shipped.
Makes it last. Feel the power of contrast therapy so you can rise from pain.
Welcome back, everybody. Stocks are higher ahead of a big earnings week. The Dow, the S&P, and Nasdaq all
Got Bowman baseball.
The Nasdaq tie, I believe,
For some basketball, if anybody's in the mood.
again. Dow about 100 points off of those levels.
Got some
Also,
Giannis year stuff.
off of its own
Rookie year stuff.
Actually, listen to my father-in-law who I was with this weekend, 'cause he said the market was going to have a good day today.
How did he know?
He know, well, he just knows. He
Can you
also
ask
knows
him?
when the Mets are going to lose, too, by the way.
Well, that's easier to predict.
Try to rip this box right here. One of these. We only got one. Try to rip Luminance, Finest. Maybe some Prism basketball.
Carrying the billionaire founder and 3 Virgin Galactic employees. Richard always has a lot to say. He was talking a lot.
Everything is linked in the chat.
He is the first of the billionaire space company founders.
Our website for personals.
Bulls on the stock, highlighting the achievement.
All the links to our group breaks that we have going on.
Public can ignore the stock, however, falling today after filing a notice with the SEC to sell up to $500 million more. Often you get that kind of decline when you do that sort of secondary offering. But it was electrifying to see it happen.
What did you think about it? I mean, I don't know if you remember the original, space flight. Were you even born?
Oh, yeah, no, of course, I do remember it. I remember Gagarin, Yuri Gagarin, the Soviet astronaut, was the first, I believe, into space, and then Alan Shepard was the first American.
Everything on the website can be ripped and
John
shipped.
Glenn, who lived in my hometown, by the way, was the first to orbit space. As we were saying last week, I think we said we didn't want any part of this, didn't we?
You and I are not the ones, Tyler, I think, who are going to be really pushing the frontiers.
Yeah.
Putting
How's it
ourselves
going?
on these rockets. You
Good.
have to give him credit. I mean, I look at this and say, if guys who are billionaires like Branson and Musk and, all the rest of them want to use their
Everything on the website can be ripped and shipped. If anybody wants
other companies to fund this
anything ripped live, just let me know.
and they're not sticking somebody else in there.
And Branson, I've said it before, I'd like to be Richard Branson for a day. He should have some orthodontal work. I think if he can afford the space thing, yeah.
You know, I think you're just looking for a way to
I'm just
knowing you're not
down a notch,
Sir
you know?
Richard.
If I could be Richard Branson for a day, I would be Richard Branson.
He
would be
let you experience that. And to a quick point on the stock as well.
Otherwise, let's try to get one of these group breaks filled.
You know, we talked to an analyst earlier who had double downgraded a month ago who said they're not going to be cash flow positive until I think 2025. So just keep that in mind.
But he'll have fun every minute of the time. Is Wilfred there? Is Wilfred over there at closing bell?
Nope.
He's not. He's recovering from England's law.
All of the group break links are in the chat. We could rip personals. Everything on the website can be ripped and shipped.
Wilfred Frost is not here today.
He's not, but it's not because of the game, I don't think.
No, it's not. He was already planning to be off. Nonetheless, we're feeling for our buddy Wilf today. I'm Scott Walker in for Wilfred. Let's look at what's driving the action today. Financial is leading the charge. They are the top S&P sector today. JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs kicking off earnings season tomorrow morning before the bell. Disney helping lift the Dow after its Black Widow film.
If you guys want anything, just check out the website. It's pinned at the top.
Also saw strong streaming numbers and more pain for Chinese tech. Shares of Didi making another move lower as the crackdown in Beijing widens to other companies now. More on that in just a moment. We've got 59 minutes left to go in the session.
Coming up on today's show, value investor Bill Nygren from Oakmark joins us with the stocks he likes heading into earnings season, including the FANG names he finds attractive at current levels, interesting for a value investor. Plus, we'll get the outlook for the bank results we speak with.
Let's try to get these group breaks going.
Just a few minutes with just a few hours to go until the first wave of earnings reports.
Okay, let's get straight to the big stories we are watching. Mike Santoli tracking today's market action.
Try to pull something sweet today.
On the expanding tech crackdown in China. Mike, we're going to start off with you.
Yeah, Scott, actually kind of firming up throughout the day. It's an upward grind. It's not really a sprint. That's been the way the market is mostly active lately. Although, you know, it's the second Friday in a row we had just passed where there was this kind of all-inclusive levitation rally. And then, you know, pre-market, there's a little bit of a test to see how real that was. We actually managed to be a little more positive than negative.
Yeah, Damon, I think we could.
I've been looking at, you know,
How many did you want?
that February to March sideways period that we were in for a while, and you kind of like
don't believe so, Shay.
3-week, you know, run higher to the next stair step. We're not quite there yet from this point, but you know that's what you want to.
Don't believe so. Let me check.
A little bit overheated. I don't think it really qualifies just yet. In fact, the problem has been the opposite. There's not enough stocks working. But take a look at the Russell 2000, a pretty long-term low, 10-year at the Russell 2000, because while it is flat today, it has really just been very much sideways since February.
I don't believe so, though.
Simply because this index has gone 2 years of doing nothing a couple of times. Not to say that's what we're in for right here, but it doesn't necessarily tell you a whole lot. But what the rest of the market is up to.
Yeah. Don't think so. Maybe one.
Caps have to just consolidate this absolutely enormous move for a long period of time. So that's just something to keep in mind as to whether it's a bellwether or not. Now, the rest of the
Yeah, Damon, we should be able to. We're gonna put in a bubble mailer anyway.
critics poking holes in the relative narrowness of the rally. This is the NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange. Common stocks only. Cumulative advanced decline. So really the key feature there is how it's kind of rolling.
I would genuinely try to, like, if you're gonna do it today. Just because of the fact that, you know, we're gonna be shipping stuff out pretty soon. If anybody wants any anything ripped and shipped, let me know.
To an all-time high. It happened with the market starting like 1% below a record. And usually that's the kind of reading you get when things are blasting off from a really oversold market when you've been down a lot. So it's a weird rhythm to this market, but it shows you that it's a little more selective and maybe a little bit less decisive in its leadership profile.
Mike, two key catalysts coming up this week. You got CPI inflation out tomorrow.
If anybody wants anything,
Testimony. What's the setup around those events, which have been so critical to the direction?
Inflation expectations embedded in the market have been bleeding out. So So in other words, people have lower long-term inflation expectations.
Yeah, like I said, Shay, I think we're all good on it. I think pretty much it's sold completely.
But I think the broader debate is, can Jay Powell, can the Federal Reserve remain credibly patient in the face of what could be noisy inflation data? So between the numbers and what he says, it's a matter of whether
Good luck with Chark, though.
kind of wait and not really make the kind of mistake that some
Does he have any autos in there, or is it just strictly, like, I think jerseys? Because I think we pulled a jersey of his in, like, a single box.
kind of, unimpressive, 2% pre-crisis rate. So I think all those things really are the stakes.
10-year yield 136. Mike, thank you. Switching now to the regulatory crackdown in China. Shares of GD taking another leg lower today. And it appears the scrutiny in Beijing is widening to more
Let me
companies.
see.
Deirdre Bosa with the details. Deirdre. So, Sarah, that scrutiny is putting dozens of IPOs on ice, while also raising more questions about Didi's listing and affecting the plans of some of China's biggest public and
Chark.
Didi shares
Base,
today continue to fall
okay.
well below its $14
Oh, he only has
price.
base.
After a report over the weekend said
Where's
that
the
the Chinese
jerseys?
ride-sharing company told Beijing it would put its
I don't know.
IPO plans on hold, while telling
Good luck with him, though. Alright, guys, let's try to get one of these group breaks filled. Got 11 spots in Luminance, 8 left in Topps Finest, and 8 in Prism. 5 in the random divisions box break. The jersey box break.
China's antitrust regulator also taking aim at Tencent. This is one of the biggest Chinese internet companies. It's listed in Hong Kong with a more than $650 billion market cap. Regulators blocking a major deal in the country, forcing it to make some changes to its business and reporting a small fine. The company's music streaming arm could be under pressure next, according to Reuters. And guys, as this plays out, no one knows when Chinese
No problem, Dame.
might be satisfied when they're at the end of this crackdown. So shares of already listed Chinese.
Yeah, Shay, that's what I'm saying. Luminance is a little odd.
And Baidu, as you can see, remains under pressure today. Back to you. Is this something that gives the U.S.
It's alright, though.
a leg up with
Hopefully you get some low numbered Chark stuff. Are you a Jaguars fan?
continues to go on and get more
Or are you just a Chark fan?
Well, the only really big Chinese company that has made it in the West is TikTok, right? ByteDance is TikTok. And, there's reports that they are actually cracking down on
Alright, guys, everything is pinned in the group chat in the chat. If anybody wants anything ripped and shipped, just let me know. Otherwise, we could try to get these group breaks filled.
potentially, right? Instagram Reels could move in if the crackdown continues.
Pretty solid products.
ByteDance, but it also goes to another point. A lot of these big internet giants in the U.S. say that if they are reined in, it gives an opportunity for the Chinese companies to come in to our market. That argument loses a little bit of weight given what we are seeing the Chinese government.
Everything is linked in the chat. The pinned comment is going to be the website, so if you want to do any personals, you guys can go check it out.
It's like a tale of two crackdowns.
Let's get ripping.
China is much more punitive. Obviously, what happened here it's more
Let's get ripping.
substance, and no one cares about them. I mean, look at what the stocks are doing, right? Most of the mega cap technology stocks are hitting new highs almost every day.
We also have a thing called Congress, and they vote on these kind of things, and there's the politics of it, sure, and the crackdown from the communist government. But sure, it's something worth watching. China could say,
I can link the group breaks again if you guys want.
Well, they're maybe doing a little bit more than that. All right, after the break, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs due to report earnings tomorrow before the bell. Both stocks handily outperforming the broader market today and this year. In a little bit of stall mode lately, though. We'll get a preview of what to expect from those names and the other big banks when we speak with Wells Fargo's Mike Mayo next. We're watching Closing Bell.
If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, I say if you want to check out the website, let's try to get a personal break in.
This CNBC program is sponsored by Truist.
David, how do you think he's going to do in the NFL, though? I mean, just based on historically speaking, there are a lot of college legendary coaches who made it to the NFL. Not the best in the NFL, so. See, me being a Notre Dame fan, I was really hoping that he would go to. They would fire Brian Kelly and he would have coached Notre Dame.
Supervisors to fill scientists. With ZipRecruiter, we get hiring results.
Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/index.
3 meetings and 3 stops today. There's just never enough time. If you've ever considered flying private jets, you have to check out One Flight's badge. The badge makes searching and delivery as simple as putting on a tab. Just type in your location, then choose from over 4,000 jets in one place. When I land, there's always a car waiting for me, courtesy of One Flight. What's your time for badge?
Our retirement plan with Web keeps me moving forward, even after paying for this. Love you, sweetheart. They got me with cheap steps that give me confidence. This is my granddaughter. She's cute.
I think the Travis Etienne pick was a little sus, though. If I gotta be honest, I don't know. The thing is like they don't need a running back. They have James Robinson, who's a beast. James Robinson is a beast. ISU guy. Well, Illinois State guy.
Consistency is a common thread that delivers insights, not reactions. Solutions, not excuses. Experience the difference consistency makes.
I'm just looking, but thank you.
If you guys want anything, check out the website. What do I get something ripping? Actually, it's funny you say that. I was talking to one of my buddies who's a big Dallas Cowboys fan. He was saying the same thing. I think it would have worked out really well for them. They need like a morale change down there because I don't know. I feel like it's just not working. Like that offense is supposed to be so good, and they were when Dak was there, and then. But the defense is atrocious.
Rewards members get a free $10 gift card with an $80 estate fertilizer purchase. Get 10% off Rust-Oleum Stops Rust products. And Blaine's Farm and Fleet's black oil sunflower seeds just $9.99.
Yeah, Damon, it happens. It's alright though, we'll still have 2 cases of luminance being broke tonight.
Joining us now with what to expect is Wells Fargo senior banking analyst Mike Mayo. It's good to see you, Mike.
Thanks for having me.
All right, set the scene for us.
Well,
It happens though. I'm pretty much on the same boat, so it's all good.
Act 1 for the banks was improving credit quality and stronger for longer capital markets, and you should still see evidence of.
Oh, you don't think he would have gone there?
The capital market revenues, not as
Yeah,
strong as they were
probably
before,
actually.
but still a lot better than anybody expected coming into the year.
Florida was pretty much like a given, almost. A Florida team.
Act 2 for the banks would be the additional capital return, which is now a certainty, but especially the improvement in loan growth, which is
No shock whatsoever.
and it might be a little bit of a delay. So what we say is
All right, guys, one more time. We got 11 spots left in Luminance. We got 5 left in the TriStar Hidden Treasures box. Got 8 spots left in Prism Basketball, 8 spots left in Topps Finest. We also have Mosaic draft picks on the website. If you guys want to go check it out, try to get one of these boxes moving. Otherwise, let's try to, I don't know, maybe rip a personal. If anybody's in the mood to rip a personal.
Mission is going to last so long that people are going to leave the show. They're not going to be so patient.
Well, wait a minute. I mean, a lot of people never came to the show.
I had the hot hand not that long ago.
A year ago to today, bank stocks are up 70%.
Want to say on Friday?
Increase in the market.
Hot hand.
So if you missed the show so far, we think there's another 70% upside to go for bank stocks and top ideas over the next 3 years. So the intermission might be a little longer than expected. You see the 10-year yield down 30 to 40 basis points since last quarter.
I'm even willing to rip some retail.
That acceleration of traditional banking revenues. But don't miss the forest for the trees here.
you had the biggest decline in traditional banking revenues over the last year, the biggest decline in a century. And now that's stabilized.
If you guys are looking for anything, just let me know. Group breaks are linked in the chat.
As you get higher rates, as you get better loan growth, and that's likely to come later this year.
What does he like with Citigroup? It's fallen, what, 13% over the last month, trading 0.9 times tangible book value. Why is it so much cheaper than the others and getting beat up so much harder? There was so much enthusiasm around Jane Fraser and the renewed sense of urgency, no dilly-dallying. What's happening there?
Well, day 46 into
If you guys do want a personal rip, just let me know.
Jane Fraser showed that she is the ultimate change agent by making decisions or leading the firm.
Yeah, Damon, I was kind of hoping he would have gotten the Notre Dame job.
In Asia, that was a fantastic move. Unfortunately, that energy
That would have been sweet.
did not translate into comments by other Citigroup executives. Jane Fraser says, "Good enough is not good enough anymore. It should always be excellent." So
We got cellos, we got a lot of retail. If anybody wants any hobby boxes,
Euphoria has kind of died off. It's not over yet. We expect a big announcement from Citigroup over the next couple months. So hopefully they get that message saying you only have
no, Damon, that just happened last week because it was 4th of July weekend. But normal days, it's Sunday nights that the auctions end, and then we break Mondays.
Does that make more pressure on them to live up to some of that move, or how do you see it?
There is a little bit of pressure. We actually tweaked our numbers lower for the capital market players just because trading's not as good as expected.
Yeah, last week was just a rare occurrence, I would say.
Almost every large bank is well above consensus. So whether you get it this quarter,
I think I would say that's what I would call it, a rare occurrence.
for estimate revisions, even if just be a little bit careful here in the short term. Having said that, wow, what a merger boom. Every industry locally is rethinking their strategic positioning. So this is Goldman Sachs being Goldman Sachs as much as ever.
I might have to try to fit some extra stuff on the camera so we could actually try to, I don't know, see some stuff we could rip.
Back down to 136, 137. What if it keeps flattening in this environment? Is it going to move the stocks?
But I say just have your popcorn, chill out for a few months. I'll take it. If you want to take the over or the under for the
If you guys want anything, let me know. We could do a rip and ship. I'm going to link the group breaks one more time.
If you get a 2% 10-year by the end of the year, if you get a pickup in loan growth or even expectations for a pickup in loan growth, you're going into next year. And this all happens in a period when banks are returning more capital, the earnings estimates are going higher, and strength against strength with stock price outperformance, whether it's year to date or year over year, you could start having momentum players move into the stocks, even if it might not be this week.
That sounds great, though, but I know you didn't
Putting group break links in the chat.
130 again in that sort of time frame. So how does that frame?
So if anybody wants to join any, you'll have a direct link to it.
When I have plenty of other stocks to go into that aren't so sensitive to interest rates, a move that I know you didn't see coming.
Well, that's fair point, Scott. I'm really surprised by the decline in the 10-year yield, and I do think that can temper some of the comments by the bank management team.
Yeah, Luminance is going to be popping tonight.
For revenues over the next few quarters, but stop, stop having like a one-time date with these stocks, Scott. We're talking about a relationship with these bank stocks. And
I'm feeling a big card in one of those cases.
Still stronger for longer capital market. If you have better capital return,
Feeling a big pull in one of those cases.
and you have the best cost control in the history of
I'm also feeling a big pull in some personals that people should get.
you stay for the entire show. Don't leave after Act 1. Act 2 is coming up, and Act 3 is that record efficiency.
What time are we breaking Luminance
I do
tonight?
like movie theater popcorn very
5.
much. Mike Mayo, thank you.
I mean,
Yes, you do too.
eventually I gotta go over there and try
From
to
Wells
figure
Fargo.
out
Up next, Richard Branson soaring into space this weekend. China's rocket company Virgin Galactic are falling back to Earth in a big way today, down almost 18%. We'll head out to Virgin's New Mexico spaceport for a look at the historic flight and
So all of the links to the group breaks are going to be in the chat right now.
You want me to do that?
I just relinked them, so that way it's easy for you guys to see it.
Let's see one of these Pokemon cards.
That's
I
right.
tell my wife, yeah, I'll be there in 25 minutes. Let me see one more card. Back row, there's a few.
Oh, yeah.
Never even seen that. It's pretty cool.
Consistency rewards.
If anybody wants any personal breaks, it's all going to be on the website that's pinned at the top of the chat. Otherwise, we could try to get one of these group breaks filled.
It needs health and safety measures that met rigorous scientific standards.
So look for the wells.
These are just the regular
Look for the well
size,
health
right?
safety seal outside. And
Yeah,
then one
the
contact
20 point.
going inside.
At
Might as well.
C3AI, we're solving previously unsolvable problems.
Okay.
Inventory optimization, predictive maintenance, anti-money laundering, operational readiness, precision
Got
healthcare, energy
everything in the chat, guys, if you want to join.
AI built to transform your business at its core. C3AI. This is Enterprise AI.
From roof to foundation, the damage to your home can be devastating from clogged gutters, leaking roofs, rotting wood and fascia, and flooded basements. Protect your entire home with ReFilter, the
You don't have
nation's
the regular
#1 rated
team
gutter
bags.
protection system. Once our ladders go up, you can put yours down forever.
One of the things that I like the most is that I don't have to get back on the ladder.
ReFilter starts by cleaning, sealing, and realigning.
If anybody's looking to join, all of our stuff's on the website.
Micromesh screen over your existing gutters, which
Got a jersey box, we got Prism, we got Topps Finest, we got Bowman Baseball if anybody wants to join or open like a personal of that. Got blasters of it. We got Luminance, we got a Luminance group break. If anybody wants to
gutter inspection and estimate. Call or log on today and save
get some of that, because I swear I'm considering just buying a box and ripping it so we can get some people in here.
Skechers teamed up with podiatrists using over 20 years of data to create a sandal that provides foot and collar support for all day comfort. Podiatrist certified arch support for men and women.
Alright, let's see. So let me know, guys. Let's do a personal break, and if you want it personally ripped on the channel, then let me know. Otherwise, let's try to get one. Let's try to get at least one of these filled tonight.
Distribution goes up all the time because there's more competition, creating more margin.
Welcome back on track for 3 record closes. S&P Dow and NASDAQ. Virgin Galactic's Richard Branson making a historic
We got lots of stuff on the website that we could personally rip and ship. Could rip it live.
Yeah, I did like all different colors too.
in New Mexico, which has been very exciting to watch. Morgan, what can you tell us about the company and the stock move?
Just let me know if anything interests you guys. Catches your eye on the website. We could rip it on live for you.
Fulfilling his lifelong dream of going to space, and with it, taking Virgin Galactic closer.
Penny sleeve and top load all of the important stuff.
Oh, I got your message. Yeah. I just figured like if we were all good, I didn't need to call back. Yeah, so I'm assuming it's probably close to no change on that.
So let me know if you guys have any interest in joining our group breaks. Hopefully we can get one of them filled for the night. It's a little bit of a slower day, but it's okay.
We plan to open up sales following the second of these test flights where we test the pilot astronaut experience. Obviously, I think today is really great because
What sort of size you're looking for?
it's going to get a taste and see what this can be.
Are you just trying to understand it?
Not sure.
Okay.
I have.
Now that means ticket sales could happen as soon as later this summer. This is all contingent, of course.
Got everything linked in the chat. Websites that pinned comment at the top of the chat.
In all, you've got 2 more test flights over the coming months until commercial service can can start early next year. Another key question, though, of course, is pricing. The first 600 tickets were sold at $200,000 to $250,000 a number of years ago now. Analysts believe new tickets could be upwards of $400,000. This is a hot topic, not only for Virgin Galactic, but really across the industry right now, as its main competitor, Blue Origin, gets ready to send that company's founder, Jeff Bezos, past the edge of
Got everything linked in the chat, guys. Let's try to get one of these group breaks filled. Otherwise, let's try to maybe do a personal, if anybody's feeling a personal today.
to be alongside Bezos and have those bragging rights. As for the stock, as you mentioned, we've seen, pardon the pun, we've seen the shares come back to earth. The selling has been very steep today, and it seems to just be steepening as we move closer to the close here. At least part of the reason for that selling action has been the fact that the company this morning issued an announcement saying it's going to issue $500 million in common stock, an announcement that actually triggered.
Let's try to get these group breaks filled today.
Which explains that. I mean, you've got to think that Branson going up there is a major marketing moment for the company.
Let's try to fill some luminance.
Space flight, Morgan. So obviously,
What do you guys think? 2 teams a spot, 20 spot, 11 spots left, $20 a spot. It's a rip. It's a cheap rip.
That's a great question. It's something I talked about with Branson when I spoke with him yesterday after his flight, in large part because many folks that cover human spaceflight, and specifically this new era of commercial spaceflight that we're seeing begin to emerge now, liken it to
Far Out Radiance.
high-priced
Apparently ultra rare inserts.
something that's more mainstream and more affordable and more regular. They see this as a similar trajectory to
Let's try to get this filled up. We got 11 spots left. 3 autographs, 1 memorabilia.
As part of his Virgin Empire, he does own airlines, and he basically
I've noticed, I think it was pretty much 1 on-card auto per box so far, though, from what we've seen.
they're supportive right now, given what they expect that early stage of space tourism and interest in those tickets to be, but that over the next 5, 10, potentially 15 years, you are going to see more affordability come into play, and he hopes it will be thousands, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people that
If anybody wants anything ripped live, we could do that for you. Everything on the website can be ripped and shipped. Let's try to get one of these group breaks filled, though. It's a random divisions. Yeah, you could find Hall of Famers are 1 in every 2.5 boxes. Football favorites 1 in every 2.5, and current players are 1 in every 5. No ratio is guaranteed to exist within an individual box or case. That's a little weird to say. But it's all good, I guess. Got 5 spots left in that. We got 11 left in Luminance. We have 8 left in Topps Finest. We have 8 left in Prism. 16 left in Mosaic Draft Picks. So let's try to get one of them filled tonight.
Digital currencies are reshaping the investment landscape.
It's got to be like the warm-up to the big party tonight with Luminance case breaks. Two case break.
Individuals and institutions. Go digital. Go Grayscale.
What is payment for order flow?
If you want something ripped live, we could rip it live for you. Got lots of stuff that we could rip live. I just want to rip something.
Commissions and leave you no choice. At Interactive Brokers, you do have a choice. You can choose to pay no commissions, just like at other brokers.
I swear I'm gonna
You can pay a small
rip a box of or a blaster box of UFC. That fight on Saturday really got me going.
When it comes to real estate agents,
I love me a good rivalry.
the best agents know how to market your home for top dollar.
You can tell they really hate each other, which is awesome.
At Ideal Agent, we created our smart seller system with top-rated local agents to sell your home for as low as a 2% commission.
I was amazed at the fact that my house sold in 1 day. Ideal agents saved me in the neighborhood of $20,000 to $25,000 in commissions. The process was as easy as
If you guys want anything ripped and shipped live, we could definitely do that for you as well.
they are the #1 way.
Got lots of products on the website. We got lots of group breaks on the website as well. Topps Finest Baseball. We got Prism Retail Basketball. We got Luminance Football, if anybody's interested in Luminance. We got Mosaic Draft Picks football. It's been a fun product so far.
Visit idealagent.com.
Tonight, the booster debate. The FDA holding a meeting as other countries.
We got football coming up in like 2 months. Lots of new products coming out. We still have a couple like college uni products coming out, but other than that, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pro uni from here on out, which will be exciting. Got Elite coming out this weekend, or this Friday, I believe.
With Patriot Lighting, your lighting is another way to put your personal style on display. Smart, sophisticated, radiant. Just
We got
what
else do we have?
to make your home and your world shine a little brighter. Find your style.
Leaf Flash. Oh, no, that already came out. Chronicles Racing. Interesting. Panini National Treasures basketball is coming out in a couple days. That's gonna go crazy. We got Elite on Friday. Sage Aspire football next week. Clearly Donruss basketball next week.
While Wheels Up is focused on going public, Airshare remains committed to the
Leaf Ultimate Sports comes out next week, next Friday, I believe.
You know what this means? This was just
But yeah, let me know if you guys want anything ripped or shipped on the website. From the website, I mean, we could pretty much do everything.
today. We're on track for a record close. Thank you, Peter Tuchman, Einstein on Wall Street, who had this hat ready. He said for 2 weeks once we started to approach it. So, you know, the guys always have something ready.
They're always ready. Yeah, it's never closed above 35,000. 34,870 was the prior closing.
If you guys want anything,
We are closing in.
or if you want the links to the
I'll leave the props to Mr.
group breaks, they are all in the chat. Let's try to get one of these filled up though.
Individual market movers right now. Raymond James out with a new note on restaurants, upgrading Cheesecake Factory and Chili's parent.
Select UFC's coming out in 2 weeks.
The firm expects it to be a very strong second quarter earnings season. Is optimistic that the industry sales can sustain.
Topps Chrome Baseball, Topps Luminaries Baseball, Pro Debut Baseball, Sterling Baseball,
Shares of L Brands are surging today. On Friday, the company's
Star Wars Bounty Hunter, Topps Dynasty Formula One Racing, Topps MLS Chrome.
NYSE, the remaining business will be renamed Bath and Body Works to trade as BBWI. The changes will go into effect in the beginning of August. Stock up 4.5%, something investors have long wanted, as Bath and Body Works has been the growth engine of this.
Good performance today for those shares. Big time shares of J&J, Johnson & Johnson, slipping this afternoon following a report saying the FDA may issue a new warning about its vaccine. Our Meg Terrell, of course, following those details, or following the story, and has the details. Hi, Meg.
Here, let me get our Pokemon guy out.
Hey, Scott. So this is a very rare event that can happen with the J&J vaccine. The CDC confirming this after the Washington Post is reporting. It's called Guillain-Barré syndrome. And essentially what they've seen is about 100
Triple Threads Baseball is still a thing.
J&J vaccine out of 12.8 million doses administered of the shot. Now they say this is occurring
Allen and Ginter Chrome, Stadium Chrome,
Good, how are you?
Topps Garbage Pail Kids Chrome.
It's a rare neurological disorder that causes muscle weakness or in severe cases
So many different products coming out in the next like month.
Yeah, we got some of the pro
do
set.
fully recover, the CDC says. Now,
Sure,
in
it's
their
all the
statement
same
also
part.
saying the risk
is
of
it?
severe adverse events for the vaccines remains rare, and they are still recommending everybody over the age of 12 who's eligible.
If you guys have any requests, we could do some.
Today about whether we're going to need booster shots, and Pfizer, in about an hour and a half, a meeting with top U.S. health officials to discuss.
Could rip something. If anybody wants to get a personal, we could rip it live for you.
Booster shots. Two sources tell me that's happening at 5 o'clock tonight. This, of course, after over the weekend, Israel said it's going to offer booster shots to immune-compromised adults. And, of course, Pfizer's saying we need boosters is based on data that they're seeing from Israel, guys. So this
We got some of the prison
continues to
blasting?
evolve. Back over to you. Meg, thank you. We'll follow up. Meg Terrell, we know you will. Time now for CBC News Update with Rahel Solomon.
For UFC right now,
CBC News Update at this hour. French President Emmanuel Macron ordering all of his country's healthcare workers to get vaccinated for the coronavirus by September 15th. He also urged everyone in the country to get their shots as soon as possible. Cole says that a new rise in infections is threatening France's economic recovery. The Dutch Prime Minister has apologized to his nation for relaxing COVID restrictions too soon.
Retail box.
Those COVID rules were scrapped about 3 weeks ago, and on Saturday, the Netherlands reported its highest daily case count
So
since
that's
the middle one. And pitching
for the blaster box. Yeah, that's 6 packs, 4
taking center
cards.
stage at the All-Star game. He has been named starting pitcher for the American League. He'll also bat leadoff as designated hitter. Otani is the first two-way starter in the history of the All-Star game. And if that wasn't enough, he's also favored to win tonight's home run derby. He is leading majors in home runs this season with 33.
So you're getting.
Let me know if you guys want to do a personal. Could rip on the stream for you.
We got 4 of them available. Yeah. You have number 1.
Let me
Could rip anything on the website, guys. Just let me know if you want to do a personal break on the live. We could try to fill up the group breaks. Got lots of products that we could try to fill today. A couple boxes of football. Or a few boxes of football. We got some basketball. We got some baseball. If anybody's looking to rip some like Prism retail, we got these blasters for $40. Get a purple wave. It's possible to pull the on-campus cards. I saw my buddy pull one. 2 of them actually out of a case. It's pretty cool. One was Trevor Lawrence, and I think the other was Peyton Manning.
Is that how you hold a mirror?
You guys also buy stuff, right? I do.
Power E-Trade gives you
I try and keep all the promos to
powerful, easy-to-use tools and interactive charts to give you an edge.
Trying to rip something, guys.
Plus $0 commissions for online U.S. listed stocks. Don't get mad.
Does anybody want to do a personal?
Wait, what's the tax on UV sunglasses in Blackbird? Don't know? We do. Business is changing fast.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you guys take
Procure and sell
that
these
style
tax
rated from back in. I know that was rated this year. I also had
right here at the corner of
from
Congress
the website itself.
powering trusted transactions and confident decisions.
So let me know if someone's trying to get in on one of our breaks. It's all linked in the chat.
Yeah, here, this is just if you need it. Yeah.
You can do a personal if you guys would like. Try to rip something live.
Just from
You know who they work with? Over half the Fortune 500. That's who. So you keep making.
Yeah, I actually bought that one on eBay a couple of years back. I've never seen that lately.
Yeah, this is like I think this is an older one.
Tax technology in the speed of business.
No one likes to choose between safe or sporty, modern or reliable.
Not very.
I tried to get both those versions rated.
So do banks.
Yeah.
Alright guys, check out the website. Let's try to get a personal break going.
Personalized experiences with Watson AI while helping keep data secure.
If you guys have any questions on products that we do have, let me know.
Smarter hybrid cloud using the tools, platform, and expertise of IBM.
Hey Frank, our workers' comp insurance is expiring. Should we just renew it?
Yeah, sure.
I know Bowman Baseball's been going crazy, 2018. We got blasters of that.
You from overpaying on workers' comp. Try Pi instead and save up to 30%. 30%, really? Get a quote in 3 minutes at easyaspi.com.
If anybody wants that, we could definitely rip it for them.
No, I'm good.
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah. Need workers' comp insurance? Get a quote in 3 minutes at easyaspi.com. Tomorrow on America's Top States for Business. Which state will triumph? Find out which state will take the honors. It's the ultimate scorecard of states' strengths and weaknesses. The top state revealed. Tomorrow on CNBC.
If anybody's interested in getting Bowman Baseball.
News alert on Disney. Julia Morrison with the details. Hi, Julia.
Scott, Disney's increasing
Otherwise, we got lots of Chrome cards.
by $1 a month. So starting on August
Yeah, we could do a personal rip on the live if you guys would like.
that's up from $5.99
if you're interested.
Will be $69.99 per year, and that's $10 more than it used to be. Now, one thing that's notable here is there's no change to the Disney bundle. So if you're getting ESPN,
Try to fill this up. You get 1 autograph and 12 prisms per box, per retail box. You get an exclusive. Look for exclusive pink Pulsar prisms. I believe those are out of 42. Silver prisms.
They note that ESPN Plus has reached nearly 14 million subscribers as of the company's last earnings report in April.
24 packs in this box.
More updated numbers on the ESPN Plus subscriber base in the company's next earnings. Guys, back over to you.
2021 Topps Finest Baseball. Hobby only product, 2 chrome autographs per box. Per master box, you get 2 mini boxes, 6 packs per box, mini box, 5 chrome cards per pack. Looking for 10 card Mike Trout Finest Careers die cut set.
As movies and theme parks begin to bounce back. Joining us now, the analyst behind the call, Alexia Quadrani. Alexia, just on this news that Julia just told us about raising subscription fees on ESPN Plus, is that a surprise? What does it say about the demand and the product?
No, I think it's positive news, and it's very consistent with what we've seen so far by Disney.
Anybody's trying to get anything ripped,
they raised prices.
let me know.
Plus when they included the Star in the bundle, and now ESPN Plus, they keep adding more content, and the demand obviously must be very strong for them to
Got Prism.
price increases.
It's interesting that they put the Black Widow revenue numbers out in the release for Disney Plus. I'm not sure they've
If anybody wants like a cheaper rip, 40 bucks on the site.
No, Sarah, you're completely right. They haven't included them before. We've always been asking about the PVOD numbers, and we haven't gotten them. So this is not only new news, but it's great news. I mean, 60 million in PVOD revenue from Black Widow just.
Yep, green prisms. You can pull the ones out of 25. You have a chance to. Blaster exclusive 1 purple wave prism per box on average. Ultra rare on campus insert. Look for blaster exclusive green Pulsar prisms number to 25.
At the same time, they had a fantastic month in the box office, right? The biggest
I might grab a couple blasters.
since the pandemic.
Try to get something ripped.
What does that tell you about how Disney is going to be thinking about exclusive theatrical release windows going into the future? They did as you said, really good numbers for both. So what does it take away from that?
Well, it's a great question, and one that we keep asking and hope for an answer for. I think what we do know is the next movie Disney's putting out, the next big movie, will be also day and date with PVOD. And then the following two, Free Guy and Shanghai's Chi, will be...
Try to get Luminance filled up today, maybe. 11 spots left. We got 3 autographs and 1 memorabilia card per box. Rare ink variations. On-card autos.
And we will have an exclusive window in the theaters. That's what all the other studios are doing going forward in the later stage of recovery. But we don't know. The PVOD numbers are good. No question.
Get a Jubilee or a Moments.
What we don't know is how much.
Could rip personals of Luminance if anybody wants. Mosaic draft picks. Still got some of these boxes. 15 cards a pack, 2 packs per box, 6 Mosaic parallels per box, and you also get 2 autographs per box.
Strategy. I think the only time we'll really find out is later in the summer, early fall, when we've gone through these next few films they've already announced.
AMC, by the way, having a big down day. Wonder if the implication is negative for the theaters, down 7.5%. Alexia, what about Disney's stock? Is it, as analysts would say, an attractive entry point? It has lagged the market so far this year.
I think it's an attractive entry point. I mean, you've got everything going their way. I mean, you've got an incredible digital strategy with, I think, tremendous growth potential longer term. And then you've got the recovery.
If you guys want anything ripped and shipped, you can find it on the website. It's at the top. It's the pinned comment at the top.
The recovery of the parks, the recovery of the studios. So I think you've got everything kind of moving their directions, and I think it's the absolute buy here.
Alexia, we appreciate it very much. Good conversation. Alexia Quadrani joining us now. We'll talk to you again soon. Straight ahead, Thomas stocks under pressure on growing concerns over the spread of.
Is anybody interested in ripping something?
The names that are taking a leg lower. We'll do that next in Market Zone.
CNBC Sector Sun is sponsored by Sectors by ETFs.
Basically.
Sector Spider ETFs. Visit us on the web at sectorspiders.com.
Check out the website, guys.
No matter what
Let's try to get one of
happens
these
in
group breaks
2020,
filled.
It's a brand new year. And with HelloFresh, it's 365 days to start fresh. 365 days to make time for yourself. Make time for the kiddos and make their new all-time favorite meals. Just take it step by step and we'll make it happen. One dish at a time.
Go to HelloFresh.com and use code TV14 for up to 40.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Gotta go to the bathroom. Let me know if you want anything ripped. Let's try to get one of these group breaks filled. Any of them, honestly.
Personalized, convenient, and fast, and tailored to the most important home team of all, yours. Give us a call at 844-751-LOAN or visit us online today. Loan Depot, home purchase, home refinance, and the official mortgage provider of Major League Baseball.
The nation's mid-year earnings scorecard. Reopening America. The changing consumer trends. Crypto and meme stock volatility. Plus, moving beyond quarterly guidance. Team coverage and analysis all day. Watch or listen live on the CNBC app.
It's time again to roll up your sleeves and head to Blaine's Farm and Fleet. We're your summer lawn and garden experts, offering genuine values on everything you need to make, maintain, and enjoy your ideal yard. State lawn or garden fertilizer, just $19.99. Fourth members get a free $10 gift card with an $80 estate fertilizer purchase. Get 10% off Rust-Oleum Stops Rust products. And Blaine's Farm and Fleet's black oil sunflower seeds, just $9.99.
I think I offer positivity and a fresh perspective for my patients, which is sometimes the medicine they need. Caring for my patients, thinking about them, that's just not something I can turn off at the end of the day. Because being a nurse isn't just my job, it's who I am. Everywhere else it's healthcare. Here,
It's personal.
Here's the guy who said his trading was in perfect condition. Well, what do you think? Well, let's see here. Looks pretty nice on the outside. We've got a teeny tiny stretch right there, and whoa, game changer. You didn't tell me that you had WeatherTech floor liners? Of course. I also have the cargo liner and seat protector. I mean, the carpet looks brand new. So what do you think of my trade-in now? It just went up. Way up. Thought so.
Protect your investment. Order your American-made products at WeatherTech.com.
This is how you become the best.
Alright, I'm back. Let's get something ripped.
Don't get mad, get E-Trade, and take charge of your finances today.
The Market Zone is sponsored by E-Trade. Trade commission free today.
We can rip everything on the website. The website's pinned at the top. You can rip retail, hobby boxes, cellos if you want. Make sure we get everything packed up and shipped nicely to you as well.
I know a lot of them have off-center.
Nancy, good to see you. We'll kick it off with the broader market. We're watching for record closes, as I mentioned, Dow, S&P, NASDAQ. Any close higher for the
Got 11 spots left in Luminance, 16 in Mosaic Draft Picks, 8 in Prism, and 8 in Topps Finest.
We went below there, but we have not closed above that number, and we continue to churn higher, whether it's the banks in the lead like today or technology.
How's it going, Jake? It's at 5.
Yeah, the market continues to kind of find just
Case breaks at 5 today.
to keep going forward. Although Friday's rally, as I mentioned earlier, was a lot.
Did you get a spot or two?
And the fact that it came in just a little 1% shakeout. The number besides 35,000 that is also worth noting, 4384, which is basically where the S&P is right now, is exactly double the low for March 23rd of 2020. Up 100%.
Yeah, Cody's been a slow day.
Basically never happened in modern market history to have a double in that rapid period of time. But so far, we've been avoiding
It's been a really slow day today.
payback phase that we normally might get after such a massive rally. One, because it was really a flash crash, an exacerbated flash crash. It wasn't really a recession being priced in slowly. And also, the policy response has been massive.
Kind of hoping to rip something.
Rotation you're talking about cools off the market as it goes along. So parts of the market just take a rest. So it's worked.
I think if we get that first one, I think it'll start.
That's the question. Be a new intraday high too, which 43.82 was the prior intraday high. So we're heading for a new all-time high, new closing high. Nancy, where does this leave us now?
Jake, did you end up getting a spot?
We've seen rotating corrections. That's
As far as the whole binder goes, you gotta go through each card one by one.
at pre-pandemic highs, and we've seen the retail.
In Michigan, what do you mean?
We don't really have an easier way to go through every one.
We all know that. We think
I mean,
that
if you wanted to, you
stimulus that we've experienced this year will drag, and that will give the private sector an opportunity to really step in and
Appreciate it, Jake. Let's at least try to get something going.
we like the productivity.
Just want to get something.
We actually quarters, and we think that continues, and we get kind of a 1990s.
I mean, as far as cards out of the book,
low
are you
inflation
pretty much gonna
environment,
go every
despite
card or
the low base effect, sort of
just
short
ultra rares?
Yeah, for the main, just like the ultra rares GX, most of the like reverses, unless it's like that's probably a couple dollars. But like some of these reverses, I probably wouldn't look up. I just do like a base, just price on that.
Jake, what players did you get in the break tonight?
Would maybe get like an idea, but not too much.
Making it a tougher story at this point, they say, in the cycle when international and corporate travel are just not back yet. That United is, quote, asking for too much patience from investors. Let's also pivot to the cruise line.
I don't think so.
For a slate of Alaskan sailings, Royal Caribbean
I don't think so. I haven't seen anything that says we would have.
out of Seattle. The cruise line stocks
Cody, what did you mean by the ones in Michigan too?
saying is due to growing worries over the Delta variant. Scott, the highly contagious variant now putting pressure and threatening the European summer travel season for countries like Portugal and Spain, which are in the process of implementing new restrictions as the case count there in those two countries continues to rise.
Cases going up all over the place, it seems, with the Delta variant. Seema, thank you very much.
Thanks, Jake. We got 10 spots left in Luminance. Let's try to get one of these breaks ripped. Kind of, you know, get a good flow into.
It's complicated to actually try to figure out if it's kind of over.
Were you going for like some of the rookies? Because I missed out on Josh Allen. I was trying to go for.
February, March, and it seemed like that was it. And
Trying to go for Josh.
step function in pricing that you're going to get along those sectors too.
I should also note, just as we're talking about the Delta variant, there's a story on CNBC.com right now, and I'm seeing a
No, Cody, it's Illinois. We're based out of Illinois. Not too far though. Not too far.
It's just important to keep it into perspective. We're talking about this new wave of infections that are really sweeping large parts of the globe.
And the research from Israel and a small set from Australia was the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think
They're not
we're
getting
really
hospitalized.
too
They're
far
really not dying.
from what it's looking like.
Josh, are you in here?
Moving on, shares of Virgin Galactic
Yeah, so
sharply
your
lower
first
today
page
after
and
Richard Branson's successful
that right
space
now, then?
launch.
You okay
That stock
with
is
that?
still up 40%
I
since
just-
Chamath
I
Palihapitiya,
just have to check
the
just to
company
get the
public via
check-in
SPAC,
stuff like that.
sold
It would be a
his
check.
personal stake back in March. Hey, Rooney,
And
taking
then,
a look at
so
Chamath's
just the
other
first page, and then you want us to keep
wins and
looking
losses
through
this
it.
year.
Yeah,
Hey,
I mean, price out the whole book.
Hey,
but yeah,
Sarah,
I
it
just
has
walked
been a
around
busy
there,
year
it's
for
not
Chamath
good.
with mixed returns. Virgin
Yeah, just,
Galactic is still up about 70% year, about 14%. Clover Health, meanwhile, the Medicare provider, a big underperformer with an SEC investigation weighing on that stock, down more than 40% this year. And real estate company Opendoor is down about 27% this year. There's also 4 social capital biotech SPACs that debuted back in June. Those are
All right,
flat and
Josh, are we doing dice or are we doing
also gotten into some other
Are we
deals
doing
through
your
private
pick?
investments in public equity, also known as PIPEs. Back to you guys. Okay, Brittany. Okay, thank you very much. Why do you sell out of Virgin Galactic in March? Chamath?
Portfolio management.
But it rallied sharply since then, and it was a whole future bet. So I think, I don't know, it's a question, especially if you're on that retail train following it in.
Right, although he's in pretty early, so he's up about.
All right, we'll do the dice for the box first, and then we'll do the dice for the packs. That's cool. Packs of Bowman. Josh always comes in clutch.
Honestly, frankly, I don't remember the exact reason that he gave at the time, but you do often.
I'm hoping we pull something absolutely crazy now.
Not from Chamath per se, but from other investors who have sold out of positions.
Hopefully we pull something absolutely crazy for you.
So I'm not gonna.
But I don't know what that means. Really.
I'm just throwing it
All
out
right.
there. I'm not going to give you the definition.
1 to 4, 5 to 8, 9 to 12.
All right, chip stocks getting a bump today on a report that Broadcom is in talks to buy a software company. Josh, listen.
4 and 3, we got 7. So we're gonna do the middle. And then we got. So we'll put that in the back, and then we'll just randomize it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we'll roll it twice. All right, we got 6 and 3, so we got 9. So it's gonna be the bottom pack. All right, and then we're gonna do
Love it. I mean, Broadcom's in our 12 best ideas portfolio. I was on set with you all on
let me grab another one, and then we'll.
we did the Computer Associates transaction. Wall Street hated it. He came out accretive much before many expected. So I actually think this is really.
We'll do the same thing. Okay, 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
We like this space a lot, even though it's usually early.
Got 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. All right, let's do this. Do you have a preference, Josh? Did you want to do the baseball first, or did you want to do team all? I'm hoping we pull something crazy for you, honestly. Baseball? Cool, cool, cool. So I'll put this to the side for now. Just right there. Let's go, Josh. Let's pull you something huge. Let's pull something crazy for you. Good luck, buddy. All right, we got Drew Waters, Austin Wells, Taryn Vavra, Patrick Bailey, Adley Rushman, Adinso Reyes, Casey Martin, Nick York, Matthew Libertor, and Trevor Larnack. What's the difference between first edition and like regular Bowman? I don't know if I just don't know baseball super well. But yeah, what's the difference between the two? Yusniel Diaz, Rosario, Matthew Thompson, Hyun Il Choi, first edition or first Bowman. Yeah, what's the difference between first edition though and first and just like regular Bowman? Is there even a difference? Oh.
The moral of the story today is don't touch the hat. Right? We touched the 35,000 hat. Sarah.
Okay, there we go. Patrick Bailey. Leover Peguero. Sorry if I butchered that. Jackson Kowar. Jordan Balazovic. Austin Martin, first Bowman, and Gabriel Arias. 19/75, first Bowman. Gold. Let's go. There you go. At least we got some color. Hopefully he turns into something. I think I saw something. We pulled one. I think his gold shimmer out of Bowman Sapphire, and just a first edition stamp. Okay, but there you go. I mean, I'm hoping that they turn out good for you. I was gonna say, I recognize that name, Austin Martin. It's a pretty solid player, right? Good luck to you on your T-Mall. All right, empty box. Yeah, the Austin Martin. I recognize the name. Now let's go with some craziness out of T-Mall. I like this I like Elite T-Mall because it's cheap and you actually have some decent potential. You gotta buy it now. All right. Good start. Patrick Mahomes, Jamal Adams, Drew Brees, Tidal Waves. Said that he retired. Danny Amendola in a Lions uniform just looks weird. And a Baker Mayfield, yes. Yes, Josh, I completely agree. Let's hope for a Justin Herbert die cut. Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Tua would be sick. I mean, obviously, we're hoping for nothing but the best. All right, Julio. We got a Chase Claypool out of $7.99. And a Jordan Elliott, number 34 of 99. So you got two numbered in one pack. Chase Claypool's a nice one. He's going to be a good player for the Steelers, for sure. And a Jordan Elliott for the Browns. Could be solid. But still, let's try to pull some Herbert, baby. Michael Thomas and DJ Chark. Got JJ Watt. Jared Goff. Dude, these cards are sweet. Playmakers. Got one of Michael Vick here. And then Devontae Parker and Saquon. Yeah, that Michael Vick is like the Playmakers inserts look so good. Hunter Renfrow. George Kittle. Terry McLaurin. Numbered 169 of 399. Him and Curtis Samuel. Could be a dangerous duo down in Washington. Tre'Davious White and Marlon Mack. Josh, you gonna be getting any Elite when it comes out this week?
So Tiffany mentioned banks, Nancy, financial value play. Are banks still valued certainly not as cheap as they were a year ago, but relative to the overall market.
Mitch Trubisky, the Bills' backup QB now. Marquise Brown. Zach Moss. Elite throwback. All right, come on, Herbie. We need Herbie in the last pack. Aaron Donald and Derwin James. Hopefully that guy can stay healthy this year. Cam? Oh no, not Cam. Teddy Bridgewater. Phillip Rivers. Spellbound, Michael Thomas, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Matthew Stafford, and that's out of 349. Don't know why Herbie didn't want to show up today. Oh, there you go. Appreciate it, Josh, as always. Austin Martin. Gabriel Arias. Appreciate it. Let me make sure these are all.
I think low rates is a general thing. First of all, negative real rates, which is what we have and have not been out of for this entire phase since last year.
Yeah, well, let's see what the new set looks like. I think they have like a preview of it, but I mean, you know, previews are different than the actual things.
Forced buyers of treasuries. I think that's a little bit unsettling, and I think that's what we threatened to get last week. Even if people want to write it off as a technical move and it was all mechanical, it was all flows, positioning. So without a doubt, low corporate rates are the key.
Let's try to get these group breaks filled up though. Got Luminance, got 10 spots in Luminance, 8 spots in Prism, 8 in Topps Finest. Otherwise, if somebody wants a personal ripped, we can definitely do that for you. Have you watched a lot of box breaks of it? Does that mean like that if you do pull like one of the big quarterbacks, does that mean like it's going to be a huge card? Like I mean massive, if it just like never shows up? Because I've honestly like not seen any of the big quarterbacks either. The only thing you see is like Ryan Fitzpatrick. I mean, he's massive, but actually, Ryan Fitzpatrick has a lot of value. Which is like kind of weird, but understandable. The Journeyman. Let's try to get one of these breaks filled, or let's do a personal. Let's try to get one of the big breaks done. I'll kind of want to do Luminance. Try to do Prism. Luminance and Prism's what I'm rooting for. But worst case scenarios, I would say like let's try to do the box break, jersey box.
Yeah, so there are two pieces of that that are going to move in two different ways. So the first is around the global minimum tax. Secretary Yellen said that she expects the sort of legislative pieces of that to be included in the reconciliation bill the Democrats plan to use to pass sort of that human capital part of President Biden's agenda. That is expected to move sometime this summer.
Anybody want to try?
Sometime this summer. And it can be passed with only Democrats.
Yeah, first off the line.
The other piece of it, which is also
Anybody want to try some UFC Prism?
around the digital services taxes,
Blaster exclusive green pulsars.
to come together until spring of 2022. And if it does,
This looks exactly like Prism draft picks. It's just like as far as I guess you don't get like technically a guaranteed color in here as far as like a certain color, but I don't know, man. I feel like this would be a fun product to open, especially considering the fact that McGregor was murdered over the weekend.
a lot of hesitation of approving it at the domestic level.
Because unfortunately, that man was his leg did not look pretty after that fight.
That seemingly gets in its way, whether it's, you know, we're talking about the corporate minimum tax, we're talking about, you know,
Yeah.
fire on Capitol Hill, even what's happening over in China.
Yeah, I mean, I think you
I want to try to get one of these breaks filled though. We got 10 spots left in Luminance. Why don't we try to open a single box before we open up the case? I know we had a bunch of people asking for Luminance not long ago.
There should be some sort of oversight from a regulatory standpoint. What history has told us is that when regulations increase,
Yeah, Cody.
consolidation within the industries increase. So just look at how
Try to get it filled.
Obamacare, look at AT&T, the baby bells in the 80s and 90s. All of those things repeat themselves.
I mean, we're not
as original as we think we are at any given
horribly
time.
behind
The stocks are onto something,
as
and
far
I think
as
it's gonna really be
spots. Like how many are left? Because it's only 10.
next 1 to 2 years.
Yeah. All right, Nancy, thank you for being with us today. Tiffany McGee.
Yeah, he broke his ankle.
The big banks are set to kick off earnings tomorrow. Up next,
How's it going?
Bill Nigren on why he is
He
so
broke his ankle.
financials and the two bank stocks.
It's pretty gross.
Plus Mike Santoli looking at whether earnings expectations for the second quarter are as good as it gets. We're back in 2 minutes.
It's a 13-hour flight.
Yeah, we got 10 left in Luminance. Let's try to get that filled up.
Have you downloaded the TD Ameritrade mobile app so that you can quickly check the markets?
Be like a little bit of a preview to our case break tonight.
Excellent. And you have Thinkorswim mobile?
So I can finish analyzing this in position.
You two are all set. Have a great flight. So we'll see ya.
We got this, and then we got the 24-pack retail box. I kind of want to open some, but
Rush Hour will never feel the same. Experience the thrilling performance from our entire line of vehicles.
yeah, Cody, it was really nasty. If you have like a weak stomach, I probably wouldn't watch it. Otherwise, I mean, if you can handle bone breaks, because I mean, it was pretty obvious that he broke his foot. You see it from a mile away.
What are you looking to do, like individual cards? Yeah, so
If you guys want.
To the architects' ambition.
Got the big retail box too. Conic Silver. Oh, I'm not even showing any of it. Pink Pulsar. But other than that, I don't really know.
RexMD.com has FDA-approved generic pricing starting at just $2 per tablet. Want to know what other guys are saying about RexMD.com?
It's my first time using telemedicine, and I'd recommend this process to anyone. I couldn't be happier with the product.
Just fill out a brief survey, and if appropriate, you can try a sample pack of generic Viagra, which are currently available to new customers. Your consultation is free. There's no copays, no doctor office visits, and your shipping is always free.
If anybody wants to do a personal, let me know. Try to get something ripped. Everything on the website can be ripped and shipped. So if you guys want anything, let me know. I'm thinking about ripping this. These look cool.
Well, thanks for having me, Sarah.
Plus, I'm a big UFC fan, so John Jones, Amanda Nunes, Jorge Masvidal, and Khabib Nurmagomedov. I don't even know if that's how you say his last name, but honestly, Prism sells really well. UFC too. I think it sells really well, which is crazy. But if anybody has anything they want to rip, I mean, you could rip anything on the website. So, or we could rip anything on the website. I mean, literally anything.
So where does that leave you with Google and Facebook, which don't really fall into that category, but are in the trend, and Google closed today at a new record high?
We think are victims of gap accounting that was made for
Let me know though.
asset world. Both companies invest heavily through their income statement. And if you
Jake, that would be really cool actually. Only problem is like boxes are super expensive, which means the spots are going to be probably super expensive, and I don't know if there's going to be enough interest in UFC. But if we were to do like this, like a group break of this, a 1-box break, I think that'd be sweet. I would definitely join that for real. I would 100% join.
only happening in the non-voting shares. You can actually save $70 a share buying Alphabet if you buy.
But if you guys want anything ripped, let me know.
Paid $70 a share to accept the ability to vote. We think that makes it
Still got 10 spots in Luminance. We got 8 in Prism, 8 in Finest.
Quarters of the FANG stocks. Which is the one that you don't like? We also own Netflix. We think they're investing through lower prices, and Netflix delivers video to consumers at about half the price per hour as cable TV does. We used to own Amazon, but when the market got so excited about Amazon Web Services,
Should do a UFC break though, you're right.
anticipating what a valuable business.
So once you rip some UFC.
7 years out, and we sold our Amazon. At the time we owned it, it was selling at a lower price to sales.
I'm very curious to see what it looks like. I haven't seen any of it in person.
Tremendous value, even though it didn't look like it on a PE basis.
And I'm a big UFC guy.
So you mentioned the tech play and then the bank play, which it looks like
Big fan of
Citigroup are two of your biggest positions. I asked Mike Mayo about Citigroup and its underperformance lately and what that signaled, and just how all of these names are positioned ahead of earnings, which start tomorrow.
Well, at Oakmont,
Curious to see what it looks like.
Ever focused on next quarter or even next year's earnings. We try to think what this.
Jake, would you join that if we did it?
5 to 7 years down the road. And with
If,
Citi today,
not saying we will, but
over 80% of book value, about 8 times the earnings that it's currently reporting. You've got a relatively new CEO whose focus is to slim Citi down to the businesses where they have tremendous competitive advantage, such as their treasury services division. They're able
yeah,
to
that's the
sell
only
all
problem.
these other odds and ends that they have.
It's the only problem, because I'm telling you, I think it'd be really cool to
Yes, it's underperformed, but to us, that's part of what
to have like a group break of it.
Are you in Goldman and Wells Fargo still?
We own both names, but we don't own as much of those as we do Citi, Cap One, Ally, Bank America.
Have you reduced that recently? Is that the reason why? I'm just curious. First and foremost, your outlook.
That's an interesting one.
Going to report tomorrow, and obviously over the last year, the
I feel like weight class would probably be the best.
Given your reduced position size.
Like a random weight class.
Our position in Goldman, maybe it just hasn't gone up quite as much.
But with the prices of this, I mean, like, it's not that much further off from Prism basketball. You know what I mean? It's not that much further off from Prism basketball. So, I don't know.
Yeah, no, my bad. I didn't mean to suggest that you reduced your position size. I misspoke. You said you didn't own as much of it as you did Citi, and that's what I was playing off with. I just want to clarify that.
Also, oil stocks. Nobody ever wants to talk about oil.
No, we do. It's the best performing sector. That's exactly where it's going this year. It's up 39%.
We're watching this it's a pretty funny thing on TV right now.
Environment is, after a lot of good news has been priced into a lot of these sectors.
Well, let me know if you guys want anything ripped, shipped. Got lots of different products that we can rip.
Companies. If oil stays at the $74 a barrel that it's at today throughout 2022, we think they'd earn about $10 a share. The stock sells just over 80.
Let's try to fill one of these group breaks. We still got 10 spots left in Luminance, 16 left in Mosaic Draft Picks. We got 8 left in Prism Basketball and 8 left in Topps Finest Baseball.
Significantly less. We also own AP.
Yeah, Jake. See, I don't think that's too bad.
On the earnings side, but then they also have this potentially giant.
Because, like, how many weight classes are there in Prism? As far as, like, is there 10?
Despite the increase in prices this year, really a generally
Yeah, $90 on Walmart's website.
You know, we've been talking more broadly, Bill,
for the blaster boxes.
That's taken place in the market, and energy has been immune to it to this point. Are you concerned that as it just, you know, the wave
Oh,
keeps
pulling like a Kamara Usman.
that it's eventually going to get to that sector?
So there's what?
Well, first, we don't really focus on such short-term price movements, but
Phantom weight, bantamweight, lightweight, welterweight, featherweight, light heavyweight, heavyweight, middleweight.
On the long-term supply-demand picture, where demand keeps growing as global GDP grows, and that means either supply has to grow or price has to go up.
Yeah, that is doable.
Has not spent enough money
Not
on capital
probable, but it's doable.
over the past several years to be able to respond.
Like as if we were gonna do it or not.
We think the result is oil prices are.
Let's try to get one of these breaks filled though.
Bill, thank you. Always a pleasure. That's
Luminance football. We got Luminance football still. 3 autographs, 1 memorabilia card per box. 10 packs or 10 cards per pack. 4 packs per box. Can't speak English right now. Looking for on-card autos, year 1 signatures, rare ink variations of those year 1 signatures. If somebody wants like a personal of this, we could do a personal. It's like $270, I think. $280, $270, $270.
As it did in 2010 after we came up.
But everything's linked in the chat. I'm gonna actually link a couple of our group breaks once again. Really trying to fill these today before our group break starts tonight. We got it at 5 o'clock if anybody wants to kind of just stop it and chat.
The next few quarters, something similar is so-called BMA's corporate misery index, which is basically the absolute.
It's a random player break that we sold on eBay.
GDP and some other inputs to forward earnings over the next 6 months. It means that earnings should be up, way up. Other piece of this is
Mosaic Draft Picks.
if you're a big company right now, you can buy back stock, you can raise dividends.
Let's try to get one of these group breaks filled though.
Of CapEx and M&A too, guys. So the question is, has the market figured all this
It's only,
out? I mean, that's what
you know, we're at less than 10 spots
but it also feeds into that notion of as good as it gets.
in almost every single break.
Yeah, whether it's in the price is really a good question when you had new record.
Like I said, I'm linking all of our group breaks once again in the chat. And then there's the last of it. Alright guys, once again, everything's linked in the chat if you want to join one of our group breaks. Let's try to get one of these filled tonight before the case break starts. Let's try to get one of these group breaks filled. Prism, Luminance, Finest. Let's try to get one of these filled up before the start of our group break. Now everything's linked in the chat. The website is at the top. the pin chat, so if you guys
This is Andy, Meshwell Financial Consultant. Here's Andy, listening to my goals and making plans. This is us talking.
exactly, Cody, let's do it.
Managing risk in all
That's what we want.
We don't have any.
This is Andy reminding me how to keep my investment goals. There's no way to work.
Right on top of
Here's me learning.
I just want to rip something.
Matching guarantee.
You know what I mean?
I like it.
You know, it looks like it's more than really it
Andy
is.
and I made a good plan. Find your own Andy at Schwab, a modern approach to wealth management.
Why are hundreds of thousands of investors getting help from Motley Fool Stock Advisor? Well, it's simple. Our
Yeah,
average
Cody.
stock has
Anything going
returned
on?
580%,
Not really.
and that's 5 times the return.
You take your lunch, whatever.
Okay.
Become a member of Stock Advisor.
All right, cool.
New stock picks each month. If you go to full.com/TV,
Get that
you'll
in,
see a
so.
special
Yeah, because I want to come back and like prepare for the case break.
Don't look back with regret. Just go to full.com/TV.
All right, I'm gonna go on break. I will be back in a half hour. If you guys want, just so you know, our case break starts at 5 o'clock. But I will be back in a half hour if you guys want anything ripped. When I come back, we could definitely do that for you. Otherwise, I will be